You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 32, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. We're back, and I know you heard me say it again, the we part, we are back. I have with me Days 24.
With percolating player.
Taro, back in the fucking building. Thank you for coming through. And he brought a fucking mic arm, like a real one, so we don't have to put it on the milk crate anymore and Frank Sinatra.
Well, I mean, we should probably keep Frank Sinatra around, but...
Right, I agree.
Yeah. And a milk crate never hurts.
The milk crate's always good to have around. Like, you can't go wrong with the milk crate.
Bro, I'm not even kidding. You should see between me, E, and Sai.
You got the collection.
Bro, I'm not even... Dude, we got, like, every color... Every brand, dude, it's actually kind of crazy.
I know when I go to estate sales, I'm always looking.
Yeah.
Because I want to get, like, old ones and, like, cool ones and shit.
Yeah.
And Rochester's big in milk with the fucking, with a Burn Dairy and Upstate.
Yep.
So.
And a Wacka.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of what's the other one, too, that's pretty prevalent around that I've seen a lot.
Let's see. Upstate. Burn, Wacka. I don't know.
So we don't know a lot about milk, but
I know it's good.
Oh, and you know what? And I've been thinking about this, and I should have fucking said it beforehand because I'll probably forget by the end. But that story that you wanted me to tell you, and I was like, "What the fuck is it?"
Yeah.
And then I finally fucking remembered what it was, and then by the time, but now we're back. So before you leave. I gotta tell you.
Hold on, I gotta put a freaking reminder in my phone.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, right.
Say,
I'm gonna forget too.
He's gonna say, "The fuck is that for? What's this alarm?"
Okay. I'm literally setting alarm right now. There's no way. All right.
It's we're locked in.
Right. I'm gonna set it for like 9 because I probably will realistically still be here by 9 o'clock.
I don't even know what time it is.
7.
7, yeah, probably. So I have to remember to tell you that.
Okay,
so I don't know. I think I told you, but what happened when we were doing this last time is it was doing us a favor. It thought.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes, it was saving both tracks, 2 tracks.
Right.
And obviously, every 10 minutes, it got bigger,
right,
and bigger and bigger, and it just saved it over and fucking over. Until it wasted all the temp memory. So now we're just flying, man, because I turned that shit completely off.
Dope.
So until I hit save at the end, we're just fucking.
Hopefully there's no like lightning storms that take the whole freaking grid out.
It is raining.
It is raining, yes.
So
also, I don't have freaking half a melt in me. So I'm a little calmer this time.
The melts, man.
Dude, those are legit.
That shit works, man.
No, I remember what you were saying about it last time, but dude, and he was like, and I was like, yeah, just give me one. And he's like, no, you should take half.
Have one.
I'm like, okay.
Dude, it's just serious.
It's legit.
I'm fucking, unfortunately, I almost feel like I'm slightly addicted to them now.
I could see how you could do it.
I'm like, and now that I'm like over the bitter part, now I can like experience all these flavors. I was eating shit I don't normally eat. Peppermint and shit. I don't fuck with peppermint. But I was like, peppermint vanilla bark. That shit's all right. Oh, I actually just submitted one of the artworks. Hopefully, right around the final for the shit.
Oh, that's sick.
It looks all right?
Yeah, that's fire.
I'm hoping.
That's perfect.
He said, and the guy said, he's like, actually, I really like that one. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's dirty.
So, we'll see.
I like that. like saying too. You know what I mean?
The late shift, man.
That's dope.
I was because I didn't want it to just be like, oh, yo, here's, and they actually kind of took the reins on creating the flavor.
Oh,
I
really?
gave them ideas, and then every idea that I kicked, they blended it, and the dude's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm like, oh shit. Anytime anyone says that, it's probably not gonna be good. And he was like, that one was terrible. And I was like, all right, well, good. I mean, I appreciate this.
It's good that we caught it.
It's good that, and then the next one, he's like, that was nothing special. Then the next one, he was like, that just tastes like our root beer one. And I was like, fuck. So he's like, we'll take the blueberry. He's like, and then we're gonna go with this horchata.
Oh yeah, horchata.
Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck that is.
Yeah.
And it's something else, marshmallow or something.
Horchata is like a freaking liquor, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a. I know it's big in like Spanish communities.
Really?
I think, as a matter of fact, I didn't mean to interrupt you. My bad.
No,
But I'm pretty sure.
because I don't know what this shit is.
I'm pretty sure freaking what's his name, Heavy or something, makes some.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn,
sells
man.
it every year.
I had that fucking
Or actually, no, he doesn't sell it because he doesn't have a liquor's license. He would never do that.
right. I got non-alcoholic. What's it called? Off him.
Oh yeah.
The coquito.
That's what I'm. Shit. What is horchata? Shit. That's actually what I was thinking.
Oh, that's it, dude. I ended up meeting him over in the hood. I'm like, yo, let me get two of them shits. And then one of them was a live one. It was supposed to be two not live ones, and I said,
yeah.
And then I was thinking, if he made two, someone got fucked.
Yeah, for real. For real.
If I got the grenade, I was like, oh shit. Someone's like, this one don't taste right. Dude, I love that shit. I had a fat jar of it. I used to just put ice in it and fucking pour a little because of that coconut. I'm like a big fucking coconut.
I'm gonna look this up. Hold on.
What is horchata?
Yeah, what is horchata?
Is it even? Do you even say it that way? That's how it was spelled. So I don't really know.
What is horchata? It came up on Google.
You're not the first one to ask that.
Horchata, or I ain't even gonna butcher that. Some kind of Spanish thing I can't say, is a name given to various beverages which are generally plant-based but sometimes contain animal milk. In Spain, it is made with soaked, ground, and sweetened tiger nuts.
Pause.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So blueberry horchata tiger nuts is what it's gonna be. I don't know that. I don't know if it's gonna be that 100%, but I was striking out, so they had to step in and kind of. But they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. This says it's like a traditional Mexican drink, best in the summer. Probably real freaking.
I wonder if
nicer drink in the.
I'm hoping that it's gonna be a nice little smooth flavor.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna end up with a fucking whole boatload of this shit. I have a lot.
I want some.
I'll definitely. Everyone's gonna have some. He's like, I'll do. How about we do 100? And I'm like, all right, we'll do 100. He's like, hey, tell me the different.
Like 100 melts or 100 containers.
100 containers.
Shit, yeah.
And he's like, well, I could. He's like, all these different ways to do it, business wise. And I was like, well, how about we do 50 each? He's like, you can sell them on your site. I'll sell them for whatever you tell me to sell them for.
Mm-hmm.
And then just do it like that. I said, because, I don't want it to be like, give them to me at this rate and then I sell. And
Right.
Dude, I've seen sometimes shit happens and I got a fucking lot of it for a long time.
Yep.
Because that's what I'm learning. Like, dude, when I dropped that fucking violet, it went crazy. I couldn't keep up with it.
Damn.
They were just fucking flying out.
That's dope though.
It's real, and I hope it performs good out in the world. I mean, it's doing all right on the kills test.
I mean, that's pretty dope. That's pretty good.
I tried to take a picture of this. If you try right now, it doesn't look like that. It fucking looks.
I mean, it's complete bleed through.
Yeah, totally. And that was they were straight coats. Like, I was not playing. And so I'm like super happy with that because I was thinking as soon as I wash it with the kills, it's going to be gone.
Right.
And then it wasn't. And I was like, we'll do a second one. And then it would have been the third one would have been this morning. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to be dry by the time you get here.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure you could blast it. on the way out for because that's what I've been using as the episode artwork is the wall. But so we're gonna have to it's got some background.
Did you hit it?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't paying attention when I looked at it. Might be true.
Yeah, he was out there. Dude, we were fucking laughing. This shit was funny as shit, man. He was like, he's teaching me about dabs and shit because I don't know nothing about that shit. He's like, look at this. I go, that's a nice torch. He's like, yeah, check it out. Turn it the fuck on. I was like, this is fucking cool, man. I need one of these. Blasting. Dude, I got a stirrer. I got a magnetic stirrer I just got in the mail, man. This shit fucking stirs up the shit.
Oh, for like.
Oh, for that shit. I'm bouncing all around.
Yeah. Nah. That's legit. That's like some real chemistry shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's legit.
I'm like afraid to leave it overnight, even though like websites are like, that's fine to leave it overnight. And then other ones like, it's okay to leave, you could leave it overnight as long as you keep checking on it and don't leave it for long periods of time. I'm like, what the fuck?
Set an alarm for every hour.
Yeah, so is it okay or is it not okay? You could leave it overnight. I mean, you could leave it as long as you want. You just got to check it and then not leave it for very long.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just get right on that.
I could say that about anything.
Right.
So, but that's been fun. And then fucking, so I don't know how I got to this part, but the violet shit, I don't want to end up with a bunch of melts.
Right.
With 100 things that go bad or melt.
Do they go bad?
I don't know, but I'm imagining just because it's a food product that it's probably got some kind of shelf life.
Right.
I don't know what it is. And I do know that I kept one in my jacket when it was like 60 out last week. And they were fucking soft.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they sent it in this crazy packaging that it's like, it will
like
melt.
Cold packet?
Yeah, like cold things to keep it from melting in post. So I don't want to have 100 things in July and fuck it. So I'm like, we'll split them. And they're in Florida, so I mean, they can't be too bad.
Right.
But I didn't want to get. So I'll probably end up with 50 of them and see what happens. Because I know a lot of people are going to get one and be like, oh, mistake.
No, I don't know, man. I get what you're saying about the bitter, but it's really not that bad.
I'm telling you, if I give you a tin, by the end of the tin, it won't even be bitter anymore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even tell you bullshit because at first I ate the first one and I was like, I don't know if I could do this. And so she said the same fucking thing. And then she comes up to me today. Are you at your max limit for melts today? I'm like, I actually got about a half left. Yeah. But I got to be careful because that addictive personality.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, but I don't eat them after 7 p.m. and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's I guess.
Bro, my father, he used to be a drunk when I was a kid, and he's not now. He's been clean for a long time, but
good.
He got, instead of alcohol, he got addicted to freaking Mountain Dew.
Really,
dude? I'm telling you this. He would drink
hardcore?
Nothing but Mountain Dew. No water, no freaking...
He said nothing but.
No milk.
Is it true it gives you kidney stones if you drink a lot of it?
I don't know.
Has he ever complained of, this shit gave me massive kidney stones?
I don't really talk to him that much.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Mountain Dew fucking...
Dude. And then he was on Pepsi for a while. I think he's back to Mountain Dew now.
So he's Pepsi loyal.
Yeah, he's Pepsi loyal. Yeah.
Pepsi products. No shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything that this stupid sparkling water that I drink.
Yeah,
That's all I fucking drink. And the reason I started drinking that, because my dad would bring drinks when we're going to work.
Sure, yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, Jennifer got these. And I drank it and I was like, oh, this was before there were flavors. It was like Wegmans.
It's just straight up like
club
bubble
soda.
Water.
And I went, oh, this is terrible. And then I'm like, remind me of beer. And this was years after I quit drinking, but I go, so then I was like hoping the next day he would have those again.
Yeah,
and he did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't mind this. Then I was drinking fucking Perrier and shit. And I was like, this reminds me of beer. And I think that's what started me on it.
Hey, man.
Which I don't know if that's good or bad. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As long as, well, here's the thing. It's good unless it leads you to the alternative. Yeah.
I know. I looked at the alcohol or the non-alcoholic beer packaging, and it's got like 0.05% alcohol. Which
really?
Yeah.
That's still. Yeah, I'm surprised that it has that.
It does, and that's fucking something.
Yeah, that's something.
I mean,
actually,
because I was like, I wonder, and I looked at, it, I was like, oh no, okay.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not. But I was wondering if that was like something I could try.
Actually, that's kind of fucked up.
It's a little fucked
Sell
up.
it as non-alcoholic and it's got fucking...
It's got alcohol.
It's got some in
like,
there?
I don't think that Aaron could go and buy one at the store.
Right.
I don't think he could do that.
Damn.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a little fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up.
So I'm glad I like looked into it and didn't just say, haha, I got some Saranax, motherfucker. But I do think about that shit sometimes. I don't think I would ever go back. It's been 15 years.
Yeah.
But or 14, 15 years. But I think about it. Thank you. But I look at that Coors Light sometimes and I'm like, boy.
Just don't get the Bud Light, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right? What the fuck?
Oh, got your podcast canceled, buddy. Sorry.
Oh, it's over.
Brought the politics in. Jesus Christ. People are tweaking out about this shit. I don't know, man.
Can't say nothing anymore.
Yeah, I swear to you.
Dude, I really, man, the older I get, and I'm not even that old. Like, we're not that old.
No.
But we're definitely older than a lot of people making noise right now. I don't even fucking care.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even care.
Yeah, I kind of cared about, like, the whole drag shit in school. Like, bro.
There's a line.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
There's
like, don't do that. And I think that we should not have our, like, fucking young ones learning about sex ed.
No.
Obviously, you got to have it at some point, right? I mean,
right.
it's just part of the human body work.
Right.
But aside from that, bro, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like, bro, you want to go freaking... Well, and like puberty blockers, I did some research on that. And like, it's like, from what I can tell, it's really bad for the long term.
Really?
Yeah, like if you stop... Okay.
So you're putting me onto something because I don't know nothing about what you're about to tell me. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Should we even go down this road?
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fine. People listen because we just talking about regular shit.
Yeah, true story.
You know what I mean?
So from what I have researched, puberty blockers are... So do you know... Do you want me to...
I don't even know that term.
Okay, so basically what was going on with the kids is, you know, with the whole trans thing...
Yeah.
You know, you get young kids who are, you know, are trans. All right. You know, young boy and he is a girl.
Right.
And instead of waiting till they're 18, they were giving these young kids puberty blockers to stop male puberty from happening so that they can be more female and like start estrogen and shit like that. Now, what they were saying in the very beginning of all this, now I think this story has kind of changed. It's been a little while since this has all come about.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, they were saying, oh yeah, puberty blockers, bro, you can just stop it for now. And then if you just want to continue down the road, you can just stop taking the puberty blockers and you'll have full blown puberty again.
No shit.
Well, that's not the case. Basically,
He said that's not the trials.
Well, think about this, right? Think about it in a common sense point of view. If you're going to give a 12-year-old kid puberty blockers,
Yes.
all right, to stop their natural puberty.
Well, that's a lot of biological growth all over.
It's a lot of shit going on.
Right. Brain things and all
Everything.
Right.
The body, the freaking, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then you're just going to tell me in 5 years, you're going to take them off that puberty blockers and everything's going to be just go right back to normal?
Nah.
No, that's not how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're 18 and you want to take estrogen and testosterone suppressors and whatever you want to do, cool, man, go for it. I am fully for that.
Right.
That's what you want to do. It's your choice. But to give it to 12-year-old kids, that's not a wise choice. In my opinion.
No, dude, I used to want to do all kinds of fuck shit when I was 12 years old, man. Like, I used to say, I'll fucking get that tattooed on my face. And if someone was probably there with a tattoo gun, I probably would have done it. I would have done all types of shit.
Got a dick on your cheek or something, you know what I mean?
Anything. Like, I did all kinds of stupid shit. Like, my whole body is covered with shit that I did in the last 15 years that I'm like, probably should have thought about that a little bit more,
right.
you know? But I had money. Yeah. So I was like, this is obviously what I need to do and do all this. And I'm like, damn, you know, if I actually would have thought this through, I could have had like a bunch of ill shit. Like, you got ill shit.
I got a couple of nice ones, but some of them are...
Dude, my shit looks...
Well, my one, the one right here.
Yeah.
That was done with a freaking jail gun. So, like, That did not come out the way it was supposed to. But
Really?
I mean, in the long run, it's a good memory for me.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck it. I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Right.
Fuck everybody else who's gonna give me shit about it. Fuck them. But
You get what people broke your balls about it?
bro. Okay, for everybody that doesn't know, I have a tattoo on my forearm of my area code. And I'm not even kidding. Completely separate people, don't know each other from freaking a hole in the wall. Okay, I've had multiple people say, "Oh, what is that? You know, is that in case you get lost or something?" Yeah, my friend, that's in case I get lost, so they know where to send me back to. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That's my dad used to say, because I used to say, I'm gonna get my name tattooed, and he's like, "Why? In case you forget it." That's like like a fucking. That's like the generation before ours. Who the fuck's saying this shit to you?
So it's like, yeah, that's exactly why, buddy. Yep. But honestly, I don't care. I like it. I like to rep where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Especially if you're abroad.
Right.
I think that's even more meaningful when you're not there. You know, like Flower City logos and shit. See a lot of Flower City logos. You see a lot of them. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying I see a lot of it in Rochester.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm considering. I would consider getting one because I feel like my tattoos kind of tell a story of my life, right?
Right.
So I got that. You know, I got this one as another
all
thing
different portions
that are parts of, you know, my journey in life. So I wouldn't mind getting a small one.
Right.
Okay, I got this one, so I got this. You know what I mean? And that's part of the story.
Right.
So, but I'm not getting it because Rochester's the illest, bro.
This shit.
You know,
I think it's this side. That's the skyline.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
It's a skyline.
Yeah, I kind of like that though.
Look how fucked up it is.
Well, I mean, you know, you could use a little touch up, but I like the idea though.
I thought about getting my whole shit reblasted, but then I was like, they look old, and I go, I kind of like that. I like that.
I like it too.
Like it doesn't look like I just woke up yesterday when everyone started getting tattoos.
That was cars, baby.
You know, and I'm like, these are old. These are some old shit.
Well, let me tell you. Bro. You don't want to start down the laser shit.
So, does that suck?
Yeah, it sucks bad.
Does it?
Bad.
I know the guy the shop that they did her shit in. He was on Ink Masters and shit.
Uh-huh.
Cool ass dude. He wasn't doing it. His old lady was. And they had a machine there, and it was like getting dusty as shit. He's like, that shit's like $20,000. I go, well, what's the deal? He goes, well, we bought it, and you didn't need a license. He goes, now you need a license. And when I heard that, I was like, it must be serious. You know, like, you need a fucking license to operate this shit.
So check this out. So, you know, I had to get that one removed for that whole, you know, what I was doing. And the lady that was giving me the freaking laser thing.
Yeah.
So she used to use these like patches that would make the ink draw out more.
Really?
Dude, it was going so fast. Like they were telling when I first went, they didn't have that. Or she didn't know if I wanted to spend the money.
Right.
Because it cost like $150 extra.
No shit.
To do the patch.
So they blast it and then patch it?
No, they blast through the patch.
Oh.
It's a laser, and they blast the laser through the patch, and the patch like creates a suction, and it actually sucks the ink out while it's like.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So you know, and then I'm like, well, I got to get this done ASAP. I gotta go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it needs to be done. And she's like, all right. She's like, well, I'll turn the laser up a little bit and I'll give you the patch and we'll do it at this rate because they were giving me a discount for that. They had like, you know,
packages, right?
Well, for what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
They said, okay, if you're doing that, then we'll
gotcha.
give you a discount. So, okay. So,
that's thoughtful.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what I mean? That was nice of them. So, started doing it, blah, blah, blah. So I had an appointment set up and they called me and was like, hey, we got to reschedule, but it won't be for like a couple months, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh shit. All right. Well, because it takes like freaking 6 weeks for the shit to heal anyway before you can go back. You got to do multiple sessions.
You can't just continually go day after day.
Nah. It's pretty serious. It's like when you're done, it's pretty serious for the next few days, and it's like an open wound.
Really?
You got to put shit on it and stuff. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. So finally they call me back and they're like, okay, yeah, you can come in on this day. I'm like, okay. So I go back and the freaking lady, she's like, yeah, we can't use the patches anymore. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, what happened? She's like, well, I took my laser goggles off for like 1 second and like the laser bounced off the liquid in the patch and hit me in the eye and now I'm partially blind.
What?
I was like, are you shitting me? She's like, no, it was an accident. Like, it's like a 1 in a million thing, but it happened and now I'm partially blind. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like,
Right.
fuck.
So is that what we can't see you for 2 months because she fucking...
Yeah.
Wow.
She was healing her eye up. And I guess like at first it was complete loss of vision. And then after it was healing or whatever, she got some of her vision back and now she's at like 50% in one eye.
Wow. So I guess they got to try to regulate some because any dickhead with the right amount of money can just start fucking...
You know what I'm saying? Blasting eyes.
Accidentally. Flashed them.
Exactly.
Got to get that trigger discipline down.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. That's terrible.
Yeah, man.
I would be scared just to even like...
Yeah, I put my goggles on extra tight
because you're fucking... And you were in your area was like...
Yeah, I know. It was real close.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly, man.
Damn. How did it hurt? I know this is probably a stupid question. Was it like the same as getting a tattoo? Worse? Different?
Worse, definitely.
Oh,
I would say it's not unbearable. You know, I mean, obviously other
people do it. Right?
Yeah, right. I mean, other areas are probably going to be more tender than some.
Right.
You know, like, when I got this tattoo, that was pretty gnarly. I had to sit for a little while on that one.
I'm trying to think what under my titty. This is right here. Out of all this shit, this was fucking, that was like the worst.
Yeah, so I got one like right here that's like real close to my nipple.
Yeah.
That one tickled pretty good.
That one tickled pretty good.
But the laser is definitely worse in a different way though.
Is it like a burn or?
Yeah, it's a burn.
Is it really?
It's a straight up burn. That's actually what it is.
Wow.
It's the laser like burning layers off of your skin is what it's doing. And then you have like an open burn in that area. So you got to put like stuff on it. And then after a few days, it stops hurting, but it's still open. So you got to continue putting the stuff on it. Yeah, right. But like I said, I mean, it's not unbearable. I mean, obviously it's doable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But I would say it's worse. I'd rather.
I would say it's worse.
I like getting tattoos personally. Tattoos to me are, they're painful, but not like ridiculous,
I think on this whole side, because this was all just, I would doodle shit on a fucking post-it note at the factory, and I would just go every day.
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine's mom, she had a shop and shit.
Oh, dope.
And it was like, dude, it wasn't expensive. And so that's what made it even more. I'm not dealing drugs, I got money, so I'm like,
yeah, right.
So I think I took care of tattoos for almost 5 months straight.
Damn,
straight, like for different, just everywhere.
Yeah.
And then this one's getting and on this one, and all of it. I left. I did my arm. A dude was with me, Rob, and I did like the arm, and I go, oh, and I go, what do you think about doing the rest of it? And she goes, she's like, there's no one here. I'll do whatever you want.
Shit.
I was like, I'm gonna go bring him home because he's just sitting there.
Right.
And then I came back and fucking we just continued.
That's cool.
Dude, it was months. So yeah, I could see how that would be and you have something.
Yeah.
When you leave there, it's the opposite.
You got minus something.
You have minus something, and you're like, I mean, for a good reason and shit.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah.
Some tattoo removal 101, motherfucker.
Right.
Don't zap yourself in the eye.
Yo, I swear to God. Shout out to that lady because she was a G. She came right back to it. You know what I mean?
Wow, for how much were the sessions?
Well, I think without the discount, it was like 100. Well, with the patch, with the discount, it was like 150.
So that's not terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible
cost wise.
But you had to do like freaking 10 sessions, so you're freaking, $1,500 in.
And yours wasn't.
And mine wasn't even big. Yeah, I was saying like, dudes getting your whole arms done, bro.
Yeah. I think there's a guy that I don't know if he's completely done it, but he did his whole shit and then got a lot of it taken off, like 90%, and then to do it again.
Damn.
You know, like I'm not sure. Maybe it's a whole arm or a whole top end. I don't know, but
I mean, my little spot was shitty. I could imagine if you're doing like a freaking whole bicep, bro, that would suck ass. Like I was going to work, getting out so I could go to get the thing, and then going back to work. And that was manageable for me. Could you imagine like under your bro? Could you imagine like on your rib? Because that's kind of painful as it is to get it tattooed, and then not only are you getting it removed, but like a whole big section, and then you got to go back to work with your arm swinging. And
burns are different.
Yeah.
Like that's a different feeling. You know,
sucks.
like even when you burn your fucking finger in your mouth, it fucking hurts. My dumb ass. I had thought about this after you left last time because I think we were talking about when things happened. It was either at the Bone Show or at different shows. And right before the Bone Show, I think Billy the Marine was there, and he brought a Tinder date. I don't know why, dude. This is the dumbest shit I ever did. I think probably almost the dumbest shit I ever did in my life. We stopped at the smoke shop to get Black and Milds, me and Erica. And I'm like, something's wrong with my fucking car. I was driving the Challenger. Yeah. So I'm like looking, like something's wrong with the wheel. And I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I fucking reached in and I pushed the fucking, the disc or the caliper rotor? Or whatever. The rotor, the fucking rotor. Whoo! I said, bitch. Oh. Right? So I'm like, fuck. I burnt it so fucking bad. My dad days later was like, "Dude, that's fucked up."
It's not good,
right? So we're at the show. We went from it was in Brockport, the smoke shop. We went to the show, Monroe Ave, and I had this big ass blister. Right? It was fucking huge.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
Yo, I wasn't making a big deal about it. It was ridiculous though. And we're standing there out front of the bushes, and it's Billy standing there. They're about to leave. He's got this Tinder girl. And I fucking squeezed this thing, and it fucking popped, dude.
Stop.
Dude, it shot like a rocket. They all had to move. As soon as she moved, she was like, oh! I'm not even kidding. It was fucked up. It was like a stream. It wasn't like some little oop.
Damn.
I had never had anything like that happen to me before, and I was like, oh, shit. Sorry, bro. Hope that doesn't, like, cock block you, you know? I don't know if the deal's already done or how that shit works, but... It was disgusting. So burns fucking suck. Yeah, and that shit hurt for a long time, like just doing things. So I can't even imagine having your whole shit.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
Oh.
That would suck. Yeah, by the way, a couple things.
Yes.
Scott is the name.
Scott! Yeah, there he is.
My bad, Scott.
Yeah, sorry.
Bro. Dude, I've known that guy for so freaking long. I can't. Actually, I bought my first can of exotic paint from him.
Really?
When Amore was sky high. Remember that?
Was that, what'd they have?
They had Monster.
Monster,
bro.
What is that? I never even heard of
Paint
that
for
shit.
Kings. That's what they call it.
Is that really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
I remember you had that one shit the one time you gave me the empty can of, I got it around here somewhere, the plutonium.
Oh, yeah, plutonium.
Yeah. Is that in the same realm of exotics, or is that just like a off brand or a brand that's not?
Plutonium is like art paint.
Is it?
Like artist, like
real shit.
Yeah, not graffiti artists, like our artist paint.
Right.
Like, what's that other one that's art paint that like they try to sell to graffiti writers? Liquitex. It's kind of like that's it. But no, Monster was like a straight up graffiti paint.
Was it
paint
really?
For Kings.
Paint for Kings. It's great.
They actually banned it in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, and it's still banned to this day, and they still make it over in the UK.
Monster.
Because it has like xylene still in it or something like that.
Oh, really? That shit. But you could buy a jug of xylene at Sherwin-Williams for like $20.
They had to take it out of the paint and shit.
I bet you it's got to do with how they get it here.
Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
I know they
ban a lot of dumb shit here.
Yeah.
So I could see that. Damn, how was it though?
Dude, it was dope.
Oh, and he had it.
Yeah, he had it. He had it for a while. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it was super low pressure. Actually, really in my opinion. No, it's been a while, so I could be remembering. You know what I mean? It could be biased.
Right.
But it had like one of the best valves ever.
No shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys don't know, different paint has different valves, and
right.
I mean,
It was good. It
Yeah,
was
it was
made,
really
made by
good,
people
man.
who
It
do
was
this shit.
Very soft. Very soft.
Did you try those new Rustos yet?
Nah, I seen them. They're too pricey for me.
I got one just to check it out.
Did you?
Yeah.
What is it like?
It's fucking messy.
Is it?
Messy, sprays inconsistent.
How does it change? Like, what's the?
I don't know how
What's
the
the
inner
mechanism?
workings
Yeah.
work, but you just fucking click that.
Do you
shit
got
in.
it?
Yeah, it's inside.
It's inside. You.
I can do this now. A successful pause. I'm gonna pause it and run and grab it. Wait, did this pause? Oh wait, no. It didn't. Oh, maybe I actually click it. Oh yeah, I gotta click it. No, it didn't. Still didn't pause. Bitch. Whatever. I'll be right back. Tell a story.
Okay, I'll tell a story. All right. All right, everyone. It's just tea in the garage now. Story time. All right. So I'll tell you the story about how I used to have my very first graffiti name, Son, which is dream in Russian, and how I don't have it anymore because actually I really like that name. The letters, like the Russian letters, are pretty dope together. So, back when I first started doing that name, everything was cool. I liked it. I was progressing, and my brother had a different name as well. He got caught in like Holly or something like that. Was it Holly? I don't remember. But and he took the rap for me and his name because when we used to tag together, we would do our tags like one on top of the other. And so when he got caught, he took the rap for both our names. And I was like, yo, fuck that. Like, I can't write this name anymore. So I'm telling a story about my first graffiti name, Son, which is dream in Russian.
How you spell it?
Well, in the English equivalent would be like COH.
Okay.
The Slavic letters are like kind of weird. They take some English letters and they're different letters.
Right.
C, is an S, H is an N in Slavic, like the Slavic alphabet. O is still O, but
He's always still O.
My brother got caught, and he took the rap for both of us.
Damn.
So now I guess this will kind of continue on how I got the name Taro. So I'm freaking, at this point we had been living in Albion. When I first moved to New York, we lived in Albion. And, I had not quite moved to Rochester just yet. And so, but we had kept going out there so we could, bomb and shit. And so we were sitting at He's Chinese over there on Exchange.
Yeah, across from Times Square.
Yeah. Still there.
Fucking A, I was just looking at it the other day.
Yeah.
I seen that joint. I looked at the sheet.
Oh, you seen that?
From the fucking 9th floor of the Times Square building. I was looking out like, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Anyway. My bad.
So we got bubble tea. He had the taro flavor and I had melon flavor.
Huh.
Yeah. And he's like, yo, this is really good. You should try it. And we were sitting in the restaurant sketching.
Yeah.
Trying a couple new names. I tried like Cake. That was kind of a cool name. I kind of like that. Supra. Like Toyota Supra.
That's cool.
That's kind of a cool name. Like when you write it in like cursive. I really like those letters together in cursive. Not that kids nowadays even know what cursive is.
Right?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that's a dying thing, isn't it?
But anyways, so I tried it and I was like, damn, this is really good. What is this called? He's like, Taro. And I was like, all right. So I sketched it in my book. I was like, damn, I kind of like these letters together. Blah, blah, blah. So I kind of stuck with it for a little bit. And I was like, yo, this is it right here. Bam.
That's the one?
That's the story.
Damn.
Man. That's how I got it.
See, I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, that's how I got that name.
Damn.
So, everybody, I'm holding the new Rusto can. It looks weird. Dude, there's no way.
It's a funny press. Like the fucking, it's funny that like the button, the actuator, whatever you call it. It feels funny.
Yeah, it seems like it would be very weird.
Yeah, and it just it's not concentrated like the spray. It's kind of fucking all over the place. Even though it's got light spray or whatever the fuck.
Right.
It's kind of spattery. It's not.
Well, I gotta imagine because it's interchangeable that there's got to be some kind of weird interface happening with the valve where it comes through into the mouth of whatever this is.
Yeah.
And then to the spray tip.
Right.
There's got to be a ton of interference in there. It's got to be messing shit
Supposedly, you can take that off and use an uprock and
really
be just like normal.
Can I take this off?
Go for it. The only reason I got it was because I saw it there and I was like, we should.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how to get it off, but I've seen people have taken it off.
I don't want to break it. Holy fuck. This is on there, bro.
That's on there. It might even be some screwdriver shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck with it.
But I mean,
that's sad days for Rusto though.
It is, and it's fucking $10.
Yeah, I know. That's like exactly why I didn't get it.
$9.50 or some shit. The 2X is still like around $6, right?
Yeah,
right around there.
And you know what? That's ridiculous. Yeah. Freaking exotic paint, bro. You spend literally like $1.50 more, you can get a 94, right. 94 or
for
gold.
Sure. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, fucking Michaels, going in there looking at clearance because I found some ill shit.
Dude, me too.
These
actually.
Fucking stupid Montana cans up there were $3.
Bro.
I couldn't beat that, even though it was brown. And it's like, but it's like $11 for Montana black or gold, and it's fucking $11. And I was like,
all right, let's get into paint actually,
please,
because I feel strongly about paint.
Oh, I believe a lot of people are upset that I don't talk more about graffiti.
Oh.
So, please, let's talk. It's hard when I'm talking by myself. What the fuck do I know? When I'm by myself sitting here like this.
Before we move on though, I want to throw a freaking huge shout out to my brother because he was a straight G for taking that heat, bro. Like,
the fuck is that's me,
bro. Nice, bro. He's straight G.
Brother I met. No.
Oh wait, well, have you not met my brother? Break. Not. Let me preface this. BREAK, not BRAKE.
He was taking lots of pictures.
Oh no,
with a nice camera.
Oh yes. Is
that?
Yeah. That's him.
But we weren't introduced as
right.
So I never knew that's who that was.
Yeah, he tries to keep it low key.
Yeah, So obviously, pretty.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Straight G.
Super nice guy too.
Yeah.
He was real nice too.
We're real close and shit.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
He's a good dude. Good dude.
Shout out
for
that.
Yeah. Actually, I just told him about the podcast today. I was on the phone with him. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting ready to go do Kyle Conway's podcast." He's like, "What? He's got a fucking podcast?" He's like, "Yo," it's like, "I'm gonna tune in." I'm like, "All right, cool.
Tune in,
cool, yeah.
Please do."
Yeah. So anyway, paint.
Yes,
I feel strongly about paint.
You should, because you are a connoisseur of enormous proportion.
So I have my preference. I'm sure everybody who knows me knows what it is. I'm a Rusto fanboy. Okay, I love Rusto. Originally, it was just kind of because that's what I could get, but then eventually it was kind of out of necessity, and then I just really started to like it. And also, I've been poor for my whole life, so I couldn't afford freaking exotic paint at the time.
Right.
The price disparity? The price difference was pretty large.
We've been poor our whole lives. The price difference
out here was quite large.
Fucking A, it was, dude.
Rusto
just a couple of years ago, they were...
It was like $3.
Three and change.
And freaking exotic paint was still $6, $7, $8 a freaking can.
Right.
And it's like, bro, I cannot justify that.
And you can only get that shit one place.
Yeah.
Exactly. In the city, or maybe two.
Right.
If they're open, and they're probably open 3 hours a day for 4 days a week or some weird shit. Anyway, yeah.
And it's random every other day.
Yeah. Right.
But, so I couldn't justify freaking spending the money when all it is you're getting a valve. And that's really what it is. In my opinion, personally, Rusto, now I'm getting back to like train writing shit.
The fuck? That was weird. That's a neighbor.
That was a weird moan.
Yeah.
Train writing shit, Rusto is king for longevity in sun.
Right.
Like even Iron Lac, freaking Belton is getting better actually. Belton, I would say, is probably number 2.
I've always wanted a Belton can just to have.
Beltons are nice, man.
Is it?
We'll get to that. Belton is really nice. But as far as sun damage and all that shit, Rusto is king, man. In my humble opinion. I don't know for a fact or science based or whatever. That's just my opinion. And not only that, but we were painting so much at one point that price difference was huge.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like when I was younger, I would steal paint, but at one point, if I was stealing the amount of paint that I was painting, there's no way I'd get away with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's purists out there like, oh, you got to steal your paint, bro. You're not a real writer, bro. Fuck out of here. I was painting literally like a couple pieces a night or whatever. You know what I mean? And like 5-6 nights a week. There's no fucking way. Unless I was literally pushing whole carts out every other week. There's no way.
That shit to me has always been, I feel like, what is it? What's it worth to you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, all right, so I'm going to go steal 20 cans. I'm going to push a cart out. If I get licked, it's going to cost me $5,000 to beat this.
Right.
So now for $100 or now probably about $1,000 for the cans.
Yes, right.
I always had to weigh shit up, especially because I copped that felony at such a young age. I was always just like, I'm just gonna buy this shit. Yeah. It's just not worth it to me.
It's not worth it in my opinion either.
It's to me, it's not. Some people are fucking lunatics.
Yeah, true.
And that's cool too. But that's why this shit gets locked up everywhere and shit.
Right.
Now, regular ass me, I just need something to paint these fucking nuts a different color. And now I gotta have somebody come unlock the shit.
Takes a freaking hour to get 2 cans.
Hey, this because they don't know where the keys are at.
Yo, you the guy with the keys? Nope. Oh shit. Can you call him? Oh yeah, I already called him.
So that's a good point. That that's not for everybody. And dude, purists and shit. I was talking about that one day. Everybody's got something to say about something, it doesn't matter. We have real graffiti this, real graffiti. Dude, man, if that's, I said in the one podcast, if that's the case, you should be living in the woods, solo
caveman status.
Yeah, because if you can't just go with the
if you want to be a pure human, you can't live in a house, you can't drive a car, you have to hunt for all your food.
Right. Yeah. So, but that's okay. Oh, that's all right. Oh, you like to drive. Oh, you take public transportation, take a bus. Nah, hoof it.
Right.
Hoof it, purist.
Yep.
So, yeah, I understand. That shit gets a little fucking crazy. And that's in the comments all the time.
And more power to them. If that's what you want to do, that's what's up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't knock anyone for anything.
Yeah, right.
But then when you're knocking people for not doing this, dude, I got shit going on. I can't get a fucking petty larceny charge for, when they'll be like, dude, you got $20 in your pocket. Why you fucking say, I don't know.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Because I'm trying to keep it real with the boys, you know what I'm saying? I got this
trying to keep it real for the internet.
Yeah, I'm doing these chrome fills.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I understand. No. But, so paint.
Yeah, so anyway, Rusto is king for me.
And Krylon has just never been the thing since back in its prime, right?
When Krylon back in like the 80s, 70s even maybe, whatever.
Right.
That was king.
Right.
But somehow they just forgot to upgrade their system, and now it's literally the same from back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and I can't get on board with it.
It just doesn't.
It's not.
I can't say I've seen anyone besides people who are fucking like
hard up,
yard sailing, 50 cents a can, getting whatever they can get, and they need it for whatever. And a lot of people just doing like art,
project source, dollar store shit.
Exactly. And that's not cheap either, but I've never seen someone with this shit set up outside of a hopper in a photo. I just don't see. Right, now you really want to be a purist.
Yeah, right. Old school Krylon, baby. That's where you gotta go. So, okay, so now exotic paints. So
the finer things.
Yeah, right. Belton, bro. Valve, amazing.
Just buttery.
Butter. Low pressure. And the colors are so saturated. It's crazy.
Like, and they got a pretty big palette too, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like 300 colors or some shit like that. Maybe even more nowadays. I don't even know.
No shit.
Yeah. And they're dope. Like really dope colors.
This
like,
works.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like they figured out the right recipe so that their cans aren't clogging like iron lac.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it so? It's
nice.
It's nice.
Nice. You can let it sit on your rack, for 2 years and go pick up a can. It's still gonna spray.
And it's good.
Yeah.
What caps are they interchangeable with?
Like 94 valve. Yeah. So they'll fit in New York fat.
Nice.
Or a pink dot.
A pink dot.
Or whatever. Yeah.
I just kicked off something over there. Gray dot bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck.
Oh yeah, gray dots are nice too, like the McLeans or whatever they call them.
I was fucking running through.
Those are nice.
Trying to
There's
find
a pink dot right here, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is a pink dot right there.
So anyways, yeah, fucking Belton's dope. Then 94. That's my number 2. Or well, in exotic shit, Belton would be number 1. 94 is number 2 in my opinion. 94 has got such a nice valve too. And I really love the way 94 smells.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds weird, but
nah, man, dude, there's a difference.
Yo, you know who else likes the way 94 smells? The fucking bees, bro.
Really?
Yo, I'm not even kidding. Bro, I'm not even... Yo, ask Cyan E. I'm not even kidding. And late, too. We've all been attacked by bees.
No shit.
Spraying 94, bro. Like, because...
Something about that Spanish.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but the bees love it, bro. It's kind of wild. I'm not even getting, like, full-on, like, attack. We're like, what the hell is going on? You're trying to swat away
Put
shit.
that shit away. Well, you can't use that until after dark. No 94 until it's nighttime.
It's hilarious.
No shit.
Yep. Montana Gold is also freaking dope.
That's like with doing with things that I got to paint. That's what I try to, if I have to paint objects, that's what I try to tend to go to. It's very forgiving.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking... Dude, it buffed pretty it was one coat of that brown in the gold and did better than the kills.
Yeah, 94 is, Montana Gold is pretty dope.
It's nice.
Montana Black, so I like, so if anybody knows the 3 that I just listed off, they're all low pressure cans. Mm-hmm. I'm a low pressure guy. I like low pressure. As I say at Rusto's King, because Rusto's not low pressure.
No, that.
If I get exotic paint, I like low pressure. Now, Montana Black is dope. Like, it's dope street bombing paint.
Right.
Like, I will rock a freaking Montana Black to do flares and shit like that. Like, it's dope. And then Iron Lac. I like Iron Lac. They got some cool colors, and there's some like Iron Lac purists out there. But I don't want to risk getting a can that's clogged.
Are they kind of
notorious?
Really?
And it's bad. Like I've had quite a few cans of Iron Lac. Now I hear through the grapevine that over the years they've changed their recipe and it's not as bad anymore, but it's still a prevalent issue.
So do you think it's a recipe combined with the hardware, the internals, it could combination of both creating a fucking problem?
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like, so obviously valves aren't going to be too much different. You know what I mean? As between company. I mean, obviously there's differences. There's a difference,
but that's that.
Right.
It's a fucking valve. It's a car.
So obviously, I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna go on a limb and say most of the straws are the same size.
Yeah, I'd say so.
In a can. So my theory is that the Iron Lac recipe is just so thick, so pigmented. It's got to be some kind of like acrylic formula or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd say acrylic.
And so it's just so thick that eventually it dries up.
Like it just does nothing.
Yeah, it does nothing.
I haven't used a lot of Iron Lac, but it'll just.
You can push the nozzle and it does nothing.
Damn.
Yep. And I've been able to save a few if you put on like a really fat cap, or even like a like you can like there's caps that you can put on a valve that is just open. You know what I mean?
Okay, right.
So you get those and you can just spray whatever's in there and like strings of shit will come out.
Really?
Yeah, strings of pigment. And then all of a sudden it'll start spraying aerosols again.
You got to clear it out somehow.
Yeah. So that's my theory. I like iron lac, but I just wish it wasn't an issue. You know. And then you have, you know, sorry.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Where the hell was that? Your chest?
Yeah, chest.
What? Damn, I want one of those so bad. Dubs used to do that shit all the time. Fucking pop. And I was like, damn, I wish I
hope
could
you don't mind
that.
if I eat a sliced pizza.
Please eat pizza.
So those are like the major.
What, you ever tried Flame? I see that a lot. Is that all right?
I've seen Flame, or I've tried Flame. I mean, and there's 2 different formulas: Flame Orange, Flame Blue.
Right.
And I've tried both. I forget which one is which. One is low pressure, one is high pressure.
Okay.
I think the Flame Blue is low pressure. Flame Orange is high pressure.
Gotcha.
They're pretty good. Yeah,
Not bad.
I like them. Yeah, that Dang paint.
Yeah. I've been. Who the fuck was just someone was just telling me about that it was decent.
Well,
they said that was all right, and they said the mops were straight too.
Yeah, Dang paint's pretty good. I've literally only done like 2 tags with it. So, sorry guys. Maybe you can't tell I'm eating.
ASMR.
From what I can tell, it's pretty cool. You know, it kind of reminds me of like a higher pressure.
Who is that? Art Primo shit or no?
I'm not sure
because I know they push it a lot, but no, I think they did Acme.
Acme, yep.
And I think Acme. You remember when the joint was there at the tattoo shop?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like the same thing. Those blank white cans.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Acme.
If that's Acme, I like it.
I think that's what it is because I actually had one of those for a long time. This nasty blue that I got.
I got a blue.
You got the blue from there?
Yeah.
That was fucking great. I really.
Do I have your blue?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I think I used it all.
Oh, okay.
But I was impressed. I go, this is nice. It was like, it was nice. It was
pretty good paint.
It was decent. So I think that's what Acme is. Just judging by the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that motherfucker. Son, he's on some shit. Old Green Ranger. Now you know. I don't know. Do you know that they came back out? They're calling it Marsh T grade.
I think I heard something about this.
And he's like, "Oh, I got these tins. It was like a similar shape to this. Not similar, but this type of
like
aluminum body." And I, in all my searching and research, I came across like the same fucking thing.
No shit.
And I'm like, this is not. That is fucking that.
This is not Marsh.
It's but I think it is, but it's not fucking T grade. That shit is done. They are not making it no more. And I don't know though. I mean, a lot of talk like it was specially done. Nah.
Right.
I'm thinking that's cap.
Yeah. Might be.
Again, I'm sorry. You don't fuck with me anyway, but I think that's cap, and I think I know where you're getting it from. Ever since I quit smoking, that's what happens when I laugh. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe, but I fucking doubt. Dude, I doubt. I did some fucking grimy shit trying to figure out what a lot of these shits are made of. And them motherfuckers aren't budging.
Right.
They're not fucking, oh yeah, we're going to recreate this fucking shit just for you. Bullshit, man.
Yeah, well, here, and that's the other thing too is like, I remember talking to somebody about the Rusto valve.
Yeah.
And I forget who it was, but it was a writer. And they were like, yeah, maybe they'll change it, after they find out it's not good. Bro, they ain't changing that shit.
Right. No.
A company like Rusto is not just going to change their freaking valve and nozzle system and then be like, yeah, just kidding.
Right.
Because graffiti writers don't like it.
Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they did the change with the, to the dick? What do you think the purpose of that was?
I think it's like you're going from female to male.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think of like what could have been different, or was it more cost effective in a way? You know, because they don't do shit just to do it,
Right?
And people are like, they did that to fuck. No, they didn't.
Maybe those valves were cheaper.
Probably something like that, huh?
You know, because they're producing on such a massive level.
Fucking
Any amount of price decrease would be hugely profitable.
exponentially. Yeah. Like I remember they said American Airlines took 3 olives out of their salad and saved $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
By shorting each salad 3 olives. It was something ridiculous.
I don't doubt it though.
Yeah. So I but I was just curious if you had any idea of like, oh well, those used to, but who the fuck really knows why does anyone do anything?
I don't know. Maybe it's easier to clear after a long time sitting. You know what I mean? Because normal people,
aren't using fucking paint every single day.
Right. A graffiti writer that's going hard will go through 10 cans a night.
Right.
Or, whatever. Maybe less, maybe more. But a normal guy can have that same can for 10 years.
Right. He might not use 10 cans in a lifetime.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I got all that shit from people who fucking that died with those cans in their basement.
Right. Exactly.
And most of them still are full.
Yeah.
Or partially. So yeah, you're right. Maybe it does have something to do with possibly longer shelf life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I never really thought about that till you just said it.
Well, anyways, in the valve thing, like, bro, they ain't changing.
Nah.
They ain't changing for graffiti writers. And that goes back to the point with the Marsh thing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, okay, graffiti has definitely become a thing.
Right.
And it's a profitable sector now.
Right.
But not that big. A company like freaking Marsh isn't going to be like, oh, yeah, Art Primo, you guys really, really want this ink? Are you sure? You know what? We're going to do a favor just for you.
$5,000, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, then.
Yeah. So
Cash app it to us.
There's no freaking way, man. There's really not.
And even with the Garvey, because I'm fucking, dude, I do way too much research on this shit. I know more about inks and paints and things like.
Not you definitely as much know more about ink than me.
Not as much. I don't know a lot about spray, aerosol. I don't know about, but as far as the makeup of a lot of this shit, I've done a lot of fucking deep research. And then, like, my man is selling Art Primo. I think it's Art Primo. It's the $500 gallons. Are saying it's Garvey fucking, the fucking XT. Nah, it's not. It's fucking not. I mean, like, if he's selling it for, I just can't see it. I think he's getting this other shit that I found. And I can't afford it. I got I want to say the cheapest I've gotten base gallons down to is like around $2.20. And to get this purple that would be like a Garvey replacement, dude, it's like $4.50. And that's probably why they're selling it for $5.50.
Yeah.
And I just fucking can't do that.
Right.
Again, shit sits. So I don't believe that Garvey is cutting him gallons off. And fucking, because if he was getting them for 100, he wouldn't be selling them for 5. So he's getting them probably the same place I found for like 400 a fucking gallon. And he just doesn't want to bottle it up in 2-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
So well, anyway, yeah. Yo, what's good? If you didn't fuck with me before, you probably ain't fucking with me now.
You know what I say to that? Fuck them.
Fuck them. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I got, dude, enough real ass fucking companies that are like fucking about that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck with the whole movement. So, and the people, they love this shit.
The people are about it.
The people are what makes this the fucking what it is.
I agree, man. I like the Devastator community, man. I really do.
It's super hardcore as far as.
Very hardcore, diverse, just a lot of ideas, a lot of different perspectives out there doing this, but it all comes back to the same ink,
right?
Which is really freaking cool, man.
Yeah,
I think that's a very unique corner to be in. You know what I mean? That doesn't happen with a lot of shit.
And I'm not trying to wave my fucking flag like I'm fucking special. But I never had the opportunity to sell other things. And just because they keep coming up, Art Primo, we'll just say they got their ink, their Art Primo, whatever. But they also got Montana. They also got, whatever. They're selling adapters. They're selling fucking, they got
their whole ass store.
They got a whole store. And I never had that cushion of, all right, well, if this doesn't do good, at least I'm selling Crink Mops.
Right.
Or at least I'm selling this, or at least I got this whole line of grog or whatever. Either I had to make it, come up with it, or it was nothing. Like the only thing I ever had is Uprock adapters because I fuck with them. Because we had a thing going. We still do. But that's the only thing that I really didn't have to either create in some form. And then, So this shit was difficult. It was fucking difficult. And without the people, man. Without you fucking pioneered this shit with me by fucking taking it out there. So I can't thank you enough.
Nah,
and people people continually, man, I remember there was a comment. This dude said, I wish I could remember who it was. If you're listening, I'm sorry. He said, I got it somewhere screenshot. So it's not like I don't know exactly who right off the top of my head, though I don't. He said, I'm about to give my blacktop scribe away to someone just so I could buy another one. And I was like, yo, that's fucking ill, man.
Yo, that dude's a man.
Right? I fuck with that shit. And people do all kinds of cool shit, man. And I really love everybody that tunes in. People come, it's like, yo, that was dope, bro. I can't believe I never heard that term in fucking 20 years. And I was like, yeah, I'm that old. I believe it.
You haven't heard it in 20 years because it was being said 20 years
ago,
bro.
Because I'm fucking... Because I still listen to It's Dark and Hell is Hot. That shit just came out.
Yeah, that was a dope album, though.
That was the first album I ever paid money for.
As a matter of fact, True was just talking about doing a wall.
Oh, yeah? Huh. At the wall spot?
Yeah, well, we did.
I seen some shit went down there.
Nobody look at mine because it's not done. Okay, I got lazy and I didn't want to finish it, and then I meant to go back the next day, and it's been raining for the past 4 days. It hasn't stopped. Yeah, everybody go check out that wall, but don't look at mine.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've seen pieces and shit.
I got a picture.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
I've seen pieces and shit.
The other dudes are legit, bro. I feel blessed to be on that.
You always say you and Silo are super. Is the word humble? Everyone else is good except for mine. Oh, that shit is fire.
Yeah, it came out dope.
Dude, that's fucking ill.
See, the one thing I like about this wall in particular over the other walls, because we've for the past 5 years,
it's been about
we've been doing the theme walls.
Right.
We had the Venom or Spawn or whatever. That was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, that shit came out tight.
Dude, that was top tier fucking. All across the board.
I was just talking to these guys while we were painting about that. And I think the difference is because we had an actual composition. We had an idea about the pieces doing different things so that it looked like they were running from the Spawn joint and it had the tongue, and everybody did the same colors and different, and then we had the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
We did the Clown.
The Independence Day one, right?
Independence Day. Yep, that was pretty dope. I like that.
That was fire. The Doom.
Well, the Doom is down. Doom is still up.
Oh, that's not at that wall?
That's the same location but different wall.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. Dude, I haven't been down there in a long ass time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No shit.
Yeah. I really like that.
So that's
piece.
Still running.
Doom,
and
nice. That Doom is actually one of my favorites.
Till that guy goes there and fucking.
I know. But this one I like because it shows different styles.
Right.
Different colors, different styles. I like. It's just you know what I mean.
It's like rocking. Everyone's rocking.
Everybody's rocking. Everybody doing their thing. I didn't do my name because right when we were painting this, it was the 2-year anniversary of when Taz died. So I was feeling some type of way. So,
I thought it was a great tribute. And it's right there next to his joint.
Exactly.
And I thought that was cool.
And then Slower did the Taz on the sidewall. Did you see that?
I saw that. I think side.
On the sidewall. There.
Oh, is that where that? Because I saw that. I just didn't know where it was. Yeah. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's fucking fire. Yeah. And typically Chains, he doesn't have letters up.
Right.
He's working the whole production.
Yeah.
So he had some letters up, which I thought was cool. And he was on a fucking ladder too up there, busting it out, boy.
Yeah.
Man,
Drew's killing it,
dude.
Everybody there
love
killed
Drew,
it.
man.
Yeah, me too. He's a good dude.
I fucking love all those guys.
Yeah, me too.
We all have a fucking.
Yo, actually, I got. Yo, Slow, if you're listening, bro, I forgot until I got home and I'm looking at it, and yo, I still got your pieces. Yeah, they're safe and sound, buddy.
Those are fucking crazy
nice
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm happy that they have been forgotten about. But at the same time, yo, my bad, Slow. Like, I got your shit, bro. Don't worry.
They're still here.
They're still here, safe and sound.
They're not here.
Yeah, not here.
They're not here. Don't worry.
They may or may not have been being hung up on my wall because they're dope as hell.
Yes, they are.
They are.
They're nicely done. He's got a whole fucking style that's just.
Yo, he does, man. He's a beast.
In both, like he can do it. Get you one that can do both.
Yeah, man. He's a beast, dude.
He's fucking.
Yo,
I only met him one time.
No? Oh, yeah, really?
Just once at the show.
He's a solid dude.
And I didn't even know if that's what we were just. He was just talking at the table before, and then I learned after he hit the book, and then I seen after. I was like, oh, okay.
Nah, he's a solid dude. Like, he's a really nice guy.
So I believe you because if you say it, that's what it is.
He's just an all around good dude. So shout out to Slow.
We need more of those.
Yeah,
and I'm guessing that's why he's around because if you ain't, you fucking ain't.
Yeah,
you ain't around.
I think that's what we should talk about. I think we should talk about the writers in general, but just like maybe the Rochester scene in general. Just.
Do you really want to?
Yeah, why not?
I can't really say a whole lot. What I did go back, I shouldn't even say it because I feel like if I say it, I'll just show it to you because I didn't even post it, but I feel like if I say it, then it'll get got, and it's stupid and it's terrible, but fucking I'm proud of it, and because it's been there for so long. That one, you know where that is?
Oh yeah.
And there's all kinds of shit all over it, and it was left the fuck alone for all this time.
I'm with it,
and I was like, cool, right? So I don't even want to say nothing.
Yeah, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
But Anyway.
I want to just give a quick synopsis of what my idea of the Rochester scene is before we get into it.
Please.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
I actually think that the Rochester graffiti scene is actually pretty fucking dope.
It's been going.
Dude, like, there's a lot of fucking history here.
Yes.
We're very close to New York City. Very close to, like, Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to, like, Chicago. We have some really big meccas around us.
Right.
And Buffalo. And you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of fucking dope places around here that, and not only are we close to New York City, but we have a lot of people who come back and forth between New York City. I don't know why.
Right.
But it's just, that's how it goes, I guess. And,
that's true.
And I think we've gained a lot of fucking style and fucking shit like that from there.
Right.
Which in turn gave us, I feel like Rochester has its own style, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like I see some things in a lot of the Rochester local dudes that are kind of unique to here.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Especially with tags.
Tags, I was going to say, is like, it's its own thing because it doesn't have the typical New York fucking.
Right.
But it's.
It doesn't have like a New York. I think when I think about New York and tags in my head, I think about speed.
Right.
Right. You got to fucking tag quick. Done.
Right.
Quick, dirty. But I like in a good way. Dirty in a good way.
Right.
Like graffiti in its essence. Right. Yes. Where I think Rochester tags in general. Man, I actually, I went on a whole thing. So I take a lot of graffiti pictures. I don't post them really. I mean, when I had an Instagram, I did, but like not a lot of them. I have, pictures on like actual printed out, like
of just graffiti in general.
Yeah, graffiti in general. Oh shit, my wife's calling me. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hello? What's that? Yes, I answered the phone and you're on the podcast. Love you too, baby. Don't worry, you're not on speakerphone, but yeah, I did answer on. Say it. Thanks, baby. All right, I love you too. Drive safely. Drive safely, please. All right, I love you. Bye. So Rochester, I think. Sorry about that, folks. My lovely wife.
See, that's why I love this live shit. I just never know.
God answer for my wife. God answer.
You must.
I think that's like a respect thing. You know what I mean? You got to answer for your girl.
You got to. Yeah.
So the Rochester scene, I think, is a little bit more finessed. Like it's New York style, but like more like
stylized, maybe.
Yeah, and it like in a kind of different way. It's obviously not Philly like Whippets,
right?
Or Wickets, I mean, they call them or whatever. And it's not like Chicago. I think has like a more like based style as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like a culmination of like a few different things, but I feel like if you really got like the heavy hitters next to each other and like tags, you could see some very big similarities. Flares are really big here,
right?
And very legible.
Yeah, I think legible tags are kind of somewhat of a staple around here because there's not a lot of guesswork, and you could tell when somebody is stopping by, and you're like, okay, oh, okay, all right, yeah. But then here you're like, oh, yep, never seen that before, but that I can read every single piece of that shit.
And I mean, and I'm not saying that they're not like crazy tags because some of the dudes have like fucking wild tags.
Oh,
but
definitely.
You can see the letters in them, which is dope.
Right.
And I like that. I like being able to like, a lot of people are, like, oh, yo, fuck it, graffiti's for the writers. Okay, I guess it is really, but like for instance, when I paint trains, I paint really fucking clean, or I try to at least. Mm-hmm. And a person who's gonna see that on a train going by them like 35 to 60 miles an hour, never gonna know.
Right.
But a dude who's in the train yard looking at my piece, considering whether to go over it or not, if I have super crispy lines, he might be like, yeah, he's trying. Let me not paint over this one.
Right.
So
that's true.
And I think that like that kind of Rochester kind of now because there's guys out here that don't like that either. You know what I mean? They don't like the crispy. There's guys that are on purpose dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
there's one guy that doesn't do outlines.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, so I actually got into one of my beefs with a dude. I ain't gonna put him out there. Whatever, bro. But and one of the reasons why we're like actually still beefing. Well, first of all, I don't
want from back in the back.
No, not that guy. Mm-hmm. I'm forever going over.
That's always
forever. That's lifetime.
You could change your name.
Oh yeah.
But the style is there.
As soon as I find out that's you,
he said, what was it? Sai said, right?
Yeah.
I think the fuck that look.
That letter is the same.
That's the same, and it was.
Anyway, we didn't even know for sure. But we were like, yo, that is the same.
Hold on a minute. Fucking motherfucker CSI.
Swear to God.
You can run, but you can't.
But the reason this other dude, I guess I didn't mean to be a dick at the time. I was legitimately asking him. But I asked him like if he was like being toy on purpose. And I shouldn't have said that.
The T word.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Like that was my bad, but he didn't take it as
he wasn't
a legitimate question.
It wasn't constructive criticism to him.
and I wasn't trying to say, "Yo, are you a toy on purpose?" But what I was trying to say is,
is that like an anti-style? I heard. I keep hearing that term.
That's the term.
That's
are
like
you
new
anti-style?
To me. That's like new to me, and I'm seeing it and understanding it.
Yeah, and that's what I meant to say, but I didn't say that. And he,
well, I believe that there's a new generation.
Yeah, there is for sure,
and there is like a divide. Even though people our age, we don't like to think that
there is.
We're in this generational divide, but I believe, and so some people when you're like, oh, people say different shit. So
yeah,
take it how you want it, motherfucker.
Right. Well, he took it the wrong way, and then we started on our beef, and now it's kind of like leveled out, but I still am on it. I don't know if he's still on it because I haven't seen his shit over mine in a while, but I still go over him.
You've had a couple beefs.
Yeah, I know.
That's what this shit's about.
Yeah, well, actually, I got a couple stories about that shit too.
Ooh, that's
Remember that one? That one?
Which one?
The one where me and Sai ended up meeting up with the dude?
Yeah. Where's my joint?
Yeah.
I heard he's looking around for the joint. Is that the one?
No.
No?
No. That wasn't it. No, not that one. Not that one.
Another time y'all inside went
a different one, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
So fuck it, I'll tell the story.
You can tell any. It's all
because
right.
yo, that dude is a straight fucking bitch, bro. He is, swear to God. And again, I'm not gonna say the name because first of all, I don't even want to say his name. It's gonna fucking feel dirty coming out of my mouth. That dude's a fucking dickhole, man. He really is. And I'll tell you why.
Kaboom.
All right, we're getting way off from what we originally talked about.
We could talk. This is what we talk about.
Yeah. So, all right. Bye. Here we go. So this was when a couple of guys were first starting to come up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm thinking the one who was his name came from him and his girlfriend name.
Yeah, yep, him and his other buddy.
One. Yeah.
And there's three of them.
Oh, there was a third?
Yeah. So
all right. Well, anyway.
So two of them I'm sure you know, and the third is
another guy.
Yeah, another guy. He moved out of state.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yes. Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is like how the mob talks. The other guy with the thing. He got the thing over the top of the thing.
Yeah, with the hair. You know?
Yeah. I remember that. Okay. Yeah. So now, but I do actually. Now I know who he's talking about.
So the dude with the girl name.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a girl name, but the combination name.
It's a combination name.
And his buddy were coming up and they were doing good. And so at the time, me and the crew was controlling the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And so these dudes were being respectful. They were playing the game. They were going by the rules. Everything was cool, man. Like shit, like I played by the rules, so the next generation should play by the rules, and they did.
Right.
And that's what my mentality was. So I was painting with these dudes. And that dude took offense to that because he wanted to be in on it. And I didn't think he was ready for all that, personally. And who am I to judge now, but at the time I was like, yo, fuck that. He ain't ready. Because he wasn't, in my opinion. The shit was still kind of lame.
Right.
It still is lame, but anyway.
And there's nothing that says you gotta fucking work with everybody.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know him. Everybody fucking knows everybody.
Yeah.
And we all kind of roll in our own circles.
True.
So there's I don't think you're wrong in that. Especially when you're talking about high risk shit.
Yeah. So I was painting with those two dudes and everything was cool, man. We were just doing along, whatever. So a dude hit me up, one of my boys, hit me up and was like, yo, this dude's been talking shit about you behind your back, and I got proof. I'm like, word? I said, bet. Let me see. So he showed me the proof. Okay.
Proof.
Hey, man, don't talk shit behind people's back.
I believe the kids call that receipts these days.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I said, bet. All right. So I hit up these two dudes, and I'm like, yo, hit up homeboy and have him come with, and we can all go paint. Now, they didn't know what the deal was, but I had already planned, yo, I'm going to straight knock this dude, straight the fuck out. And so I felt bad about using them. I felt bad about it. And actually, after this all went down, same thing that happened with 2-4. I met up with them face to face, and I apologized because that was not right of me. I should not have used them for that purpose.
The art of war.
And it wasn't, I put them in a shitty situation. Anyway.
Right. Sorry.
Again. That was shitty of me. So anyways, we met up. Sai was with me. And we met up with these dudes. And I was fucking like hyped up and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro. And Sai's like, yo, like they got there, right? And I'm trying to like hop out the car before they even got out the car and shit, you know? So I was like, yo, you need to chill the fuck out, bro. He's gonna know. And
He's gonna know.
I'm like, all right,
they're not gonna know that meme. They're not.
He's like, yo, at least let them get out of the car first, so it doesn't look like you jumping out the whip.
Right.
I'm like, all right. So I let them get out. I'm like, all right. So I get out and I go over, give one homeboy daps.
Boom, boom.
What's up? Yo, what's up, baby?
How you?
Other dude daps. Yo, what's up? And then I gave that dude daps, right? But I held on to his hand. Ooh. I said, yo, I heard you've been talking shit. And he's like, what? Nah. And he's like trying to pull away a little bit. I'm like, nah. I was like, yo, I heard you've been talking shit. And guess what? I got screenshots, homie. And he's like, nah. So I let go. I was like, well, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a chance. You tell me you did it and you apologize. We're good.
We're good.
But if you don't, I'm going to pull up the shit. And he was talking shit about the other two dudes in the screenshots.
Oh.
Right. So I said, yo, do you really want me to read all these screenshots out? And I don't know if he remembered what he said in them or not.
he was the gears were fucking turning, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he's like, no, man, I would never talk shit. I would never. I'm like, oh, word? I said, okay, bet. So I pulled the shit up and I'm reading them out loud. I'm like, yo, so you didn't say this? You didn't say this?
And he's going, fuck.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just saying, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he, and I'm like, oh, you were just, I said, listen, man. I said, don't you ever fucking talk shit about me or my boys behind my back. Don't you ever fucking do that. He's like, oh, no, I wasn't talking shit.
He's keeping up with it.
Yeah, and I have the shit right here, and I literally just said, and I'm looking at his boys, and his boys are like, So I look aside, and I just gave him a quick 2-piece. Bang, bang. Yo, he's down. Other homeboy like jumps in because he thought I was gonna, continue beating him up, but I just wanted to show him.
Right.
I just wanted to give him a little taste.
It's real in the field.
Yeah. So he jumps in and then side grabs him, and then and he's like, yo, what the fuck? And the other dudes are already getting in the car. And he's like, yo, we didn't bring him out here for you to beat him up, bro. And I'm like, yo, fuck that, blah, blah. I was like, don't you ever fucking talk shit. I'm like, yelling, and we're in fucking downtown, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And, people in the street, the corner stores, looking at us and shit. And so when he gets up, he's got this big old fucking knot on his face. He got the goose egg? right on his cheek. And I mean, I caught him quick with the jab, bro. Like, just a really nice jab, if I do say so.
Hey, man, I'm sure he'll agree. And that was a good one.
And then I tried to give him the uppercut, but it kind of glanced.
I ain't never heard no one say that. I tried to give him the uppercut.
But he was going down too fast, and my timing was a little off, so it glanced off of him. He said I got him with it, but I didn't. I did. It glanced off of him.
Then when motherfuckers are saying they got hits that they didn't, he's totally going the victim route on that.
Yo,
you did.
Then he goes, I've never been hit like that in my life. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Don't ever talk shit about me again. And so now I'm yelling at the dude, right? And he's like, oh, why'd you sucker punch me? I didn't sucker punch you, bro. I was face to face with you. What the fuck are you talking? It's not like I waited for you to turn around, bitch.
Right.
Like, I fucking straight up hit you. And he's like, I would have fought you. I was like, all right, put your fists up then. He's like, I can't fight you like this with this thing on my face. I was like, bro, if that's what it takes for you to not fight me, you don't want to fight me, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to do
like, that's not what you want to do.
This isn't something you want to get into right now.
I'm not saying that I'm the biggest and baddest motherfucker, but I'm gonna fight as hard as I can.
And I think right then it was the handicap was set.
Yeah, well,
he was gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, no, he was definitely gonna lose. But
he was gonna lose.
Anyway.
And Sai fucking came in to make sure that wasn't like
Sai was a G.
He's my man.
Hell yeah. Sai ain't no slouch, bro.
I fucking love him, man.
Me too. Sai's a good dude too.
He is. He's one of the fucking dude. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
He is a fucking
so
good dude.
Okay, so this all goes down. All right, so one of the last things that fucking the other two dudes said to me was like, yo, was you even really gonna paint? Bro, so actually me and Sai brought paint just in case dude didn't show up. We was actually gonna paint with him, but
and then it was like, nah,
we
ain't never get the fuck out of here. Y'all take it, we get the fuck out of here.
Well, I heard that they left him. I don't know because me and Sai took off.
Because if someone like that, there's a possibility he might be dialing the numbers.
Yeah, 100%.
A fucking herb.
100%. And I wouldn't have blamed him if they left him because he was talking some shit on them screenshots, bro.
Right.
About them.
I
was like, that's kind of
people
fucked
you
up.
be with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's some other shit, like fucking talking shit about some people you don't know. Fucking whatever, but these are your dudes. You're riding with them.
Right.
How can you know that this guy is gonna fucking handle his business when shit like that is going on?
Right. And I will say his homeboy did jump in to save him. I mean, and that was cool, but I wouldn't have. If I just got done hearing that he was talking shit about me, I would have just let him go.
He probably tried to save him like from getting killed.
Yeah.
But he wasn't riding for him.
True.
If he was, he would have tried to swing.
True. That is true.
He was probably trying to make sure he didn't get a concussion or something.
I mean, he did fall into the car too. I felt a little bad about that because it wasn't his car, bro. It wasn't his car. I felt kind of bad.
I got in a fight at Saeed's on Emerson Street in a fucking rainstorm one time, and I was wearing a white long sleeve shirt. And not the Paul Walker Eclipse from Fast and the Furious 1, the one before that. They had the Eagle Talon and they had the Eclipse, and it was like the first.
You're talking about just not Paul Walker Eclipse, just that version Eclipse.
Yeah, that version and the one before that.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool like
right.
The Paul
It was
Walker.
boxy shit.
Yeah, boxy and shit. Yeah. But it still had the lump on the fucking hood, and this fight was started by somebody else, and I was that's kind of just what I did because I always felt like I had something to prove, and these dudes kept saying, "If y'all gonna fight, don't fight near the car, right?" And so then I looked at Jay. I said, "You want me to fucking snuff this dude?" And there's 30 dudes at this corner store on Emerson,
God,
right?
yeah.
And this other guy goes, "Don't ask your man, just do it." So I was like, bang! I fucking punched this dude in the face, and I don't even. It wasn't like some tough guy shit. I fucking it was probably the worst swing ever because I just put everything I had into. He was a bigger dude.
Gave like a strong haymaker.
And I don't think he even he didn't think that was gonna happen. He didn't think I was gonna do that. He fell right back on that Eclipse and fucking pushed that hood bump in. Just what the guy was saying. If y'all gonna fight, don't fight. Dude, he fucking landed right on it. Boom! Caved the whole shit in.
Damn.
This dude gets out, starts flipping out. His fucking homeboy is a rather large dude, grabs me. My guy punches him 2 times in the face. The big guy falls on top of me.
Oh my goodness.
The dude who knocked him out, he was out. He was looking right in face to face. I'm with this guy, and he's like this. His eyes are all fucked up. The guy's brother, who just did the knocking out, he walks up, he grabs a parking pole and starts pushing himself up. And then coming down, stomping on this dude that's on top of me.
Oh my God.
So he's knocked out, and his chest is slamming against me, and it's fucking pouring rain. This whole thing was just insane. I ended up fighting a guy again another time in his driveway.
Really?
Yeah, but just the car thing reminded me, and it fucking caved it, and the dude was fucking heated, and then we all bounced. We never even made it in the store. We just left. And I fucking ruined it. It was a all white Sean John shirt, and it was all fucked up.
So I just want to continue with the story.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Because I just want to prove how much of a bitch this dude is. What do they call it? Receipts? I got receipts. Okay, so after that happened, I didn't hear nothing from the dude. And then I heard from somebody else that he was talking shit again. So I called him up. I got his phone number this time. I said, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, why are you talking shit again? He's like, no, I'm not talking shit, bro. Why would I do that? You know, everything that happened last time. And I was like, yo, fuck it. Let's go fight. I told you if you talk shit again, I'm going to fucking fuck you up.
Right.
And you said you wanted a fair fight with no sucker punches, quote unquote. I said, meet me up. I'll let you, I'm letting you know I will punch you. So you don't, it's not a sucker punch this time.
Right.
You gotta,
about to knock you out.
And you're gonna fight me. Why would I want to fight you, yo, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so you're not talking shit then? No, I'm not talking shit. Okay, let's dead it. Don't ever fucking say my name out of your mouth again. Okay, I won't. I said, okay,
This
cool.
is all on the phone.
On the phone.
No text, just fucking straight out.
Right. Okay. Boom. Didn't hear a single word from him for like a year or more. Mm-hmm. Nothing. He did continue painting. And I left him alone because I told him I'm a man of my word. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Don't say my fucking name.
Right.
So I was a man of my word. I left him alone. And so then he moves out of state.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of the fucking first things to happen?
Talks that shit.
Talks all this shit. Now he's got an AR and yo, pull up, son. Pull up, bro. I'll fucking start blasting. Bro, you're fucking literally on the other side of the country.
I
what the
remember
fuck are
when
you
I got
talking
my first
about,
AR
bro?
too.
Swear to God, like, bro, stop it. You didn't say fucking boo to me when you were in town. But you want to fucking talk all this shit. And then I hear, and I said, yo, when you're back in town, bro, come see me.
Right.
Come, I'll fight you square up.
We'll just do it.
He comes back to town, never says a word. Nobody even knows he's in town until he leaves.
He didn't check in.
Till he leaves.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's not awesome.
Yo, you're a bitch.
But
I'll still fuck you up.
Me too.
Bro, pull up, bro.
Pull up with the AR. Fucking dare you.
God damn, man. Like, just what a little bitch, though. Like, what an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, don't talk shit behind people's backs. That's stupid.
Yeah, and he wasn't like trolling. I mean, I talk a lot of shit on comments. I comment a lot of shit, though. but when I do it, I'm just trying to bring traffic.
Yeah.
Some people I see like shit every so often on some random post that I was saying something. It's
Right.
I type totally fucked up. Everything is fucked up, and I just do it because sometimes it gets it popping.
But that's different. That's your persona. That's what you do.
That's just fucking around.
You know what I'm saying?
This dude is this is someone you could run into and they will snuff you.
Right.
Like, what
That's what I'm saying.
You had a death wish.
That shit pissed me off, bro. Anyway, let's get back to graffiti in Rochester. Because we got some really heavy hitters out here.
We do got heavy hitters. There's no shortage of there are some fucking
super heavy.
We do got
hitters.
some nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah, we do.
Well, you know me, and my relationship with some of them is not. I don't want to say it's not bad, but it's but there's a lot of talent.
Yeah, there is,
and a lot of legacy, history.
Yep. So actually, before we even go any further, let's just shout out to all the homies we lost. Higher. Or Hair, however you want to pronounce it. Higher. I call him Higher. Super nice dude.
You met him?
Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah. Super nice dude. He actually was one of the like OGs that didn't talk down to me. He was fucking really nice.
No kidding.
Yeah, really cool dude.
Wow.
I didn't know him like super personally.
But
I only met him a couple times. But every time I did meet him, he was very personable, very like he encouraged me to continue painting, which I really appreciated.
Right.
It was cool. Gamer.
Oh yeah.
Super cool dude too. Really fucking cool dude. I actually met him the same time I met Range.
Oh really?
Yeah. One of my homeboys was going to MCC at the time, and I was giving him like rides to school and shit.
Yeah.
And I at one point I decided I didn't want to keep driving back and forth. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to sit in the comments and sketch and wait for my homeboy to get out of class.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You know, I got fucking a cafeteria in there, so I'll just buy some fucking food and shit and just chill. And, yo, I'm sketching in my book, and Range comes up to me. Yo, man, you do graffiti? I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm like, yeah, man. Yo, what's up? He's like, yo, what's up, dude? I'm Range. And I'm like Range FUA? Like, oh, my God, dude.
He's
like,
like,
you're fucking...
Well, that's
and then Gamer came up and sat down at the table and fucking started chilling with Range, and then I just kind of happened to be there at the same time, and it got introduced to Gamer.
No shit.
Yo, dude is mad cool as fuck too.
No shit.
Yep.
Damn.
And then Bones, yeah, rest in peace, Bones, man, super legend. Bones also fucking super legit dude.
Yeah,
super fucking nice guy. I've talked to him, you know, more than both of the other ones combined. You know, him and I weren't best friends by any means, but, you know, I've talked to him quite a bit, you know, about graffiti and shit and, you know, just shit over the years. And man, that guy is he was just super down to earth.
Super nice to meet too.
Yeah. I mean, just really nice guy.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad. And I'll tell this story because I still feel guilty about it. Bones was always super nice to me. And before he passed, literally the last conversation that him and I, well, not the last, because I did apologize after this, but the second to last conversation that him and I had was me being a fucking complete dickhead to him because I painted at a spot where I wasn't supposed to paint.
Oh,
And,
that one spot.
yeah, the one spot. And I was really headstrong at the time, and I was like, yo, isn't that what graffiti's about? Like, yo, not doing what, doing what people are, whatever, you know what I mean? Not
right.
doing what they're telling you to do.
Right.
And he was like, listen, man, he's like, just calm down. He's like, listen, he's like, I get it. He's like, I agree with you. He's like, but do me a favor and just, if nothing else, just do me a favor and just not paint there. He's like, that's like my spot,
right?
And Nova spot and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we like to, that we kind of like to keep it our spot. And I'm like, and kind of my level head prevailed at the time. And maybe it had something to do with us smoking a blunt or something, you know what I mean? Could have had something to do with that.
That might be.
Not that I would ever do that. That's terrible for you.
Marijuana.
Yeah, that's bad.
The devil's lettuce.
But I said, okay, you know what? You're right, dude. My bad. I'll stay out of there. And to this day, I have not set foot back in there. And I feel really bad because I shouldn't have fucking talked to him like that because he was just always super nice to me. And I don't know what got in my head. And I was just a fucking dickhead for that day. And I was I'm mad at myself for it because I shouldn't have treated him like that. But anyway.
But that had to be around the time when that other turmoil was going on probably too with the whole other the other thing.
Yeah.
So I could see how, and I know who you were with, and that was kind of
right.
That was fucked up a little bit. That was like a whole.
Yeah, I had a lot of shit going on.
Everybody. It seemed like in the scene right then and there was like all kinds of.
There's a lot of shit
going on.
Yeah. And
so, well, and you never know. And in all those this interaction, who knows? Yeah, I will fucking die tonight.
Who knows?
Because I don't take care of myself. I hope not. But I mean, but.
And also, rest in peace, Taz, my brother. Yeah, that was shitty, man.
What a fucking thing.
Yeah.
That was like man. I still remember Sai calling me, and he texted, and I was working, and then when I seen him calling, I was like, this motherfucker don't never call me.
Right.
He don't never call me. And I was like, oh my God. And he's telling me this shit. And I'm like, it didn't even fucking sound real.
I know. It didn't.
It still doesn't seem like a real thing.
Bro, when my fucking boy, so without going into details, my brother was shot and killed and by police. And and he was back home. So he lived up here for a few years, living with me. And when me and, AAK, UTH was trying to give him a supportive community so that he could get himself back on track. The problem was that he was diagnosed schizophrenic. So he was like an actual schizophrenic. But he didn't want to take medicine because he thought the government was trying to poison him and shit. And like, he didn't trust doctors because he thought that they were part of the government too. And so he didn't want to seek help, but we were trying to keep him level-headed, you know what I mean? And sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's what it is. Well, he moved back home and got into some really just heavy shit. The BLM shit was going on at the time, and like he got into like the anti-government shit and blah, blah, blah. And then, did some dumb shit and he died because of it. And it sucks. But moral of the story is when one of my best friends from grade school, one of his best friends as well, called me and told me, and I was like,
right.
I didn't know what to say. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Do you think I would joke about this? And I'm like,
it doesn't sound.
Yeah.
It's still.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say, and I still don't know what to say, and it's like still heavy on my heart, and I'm almost tearing up now. But
dude, that'll always be heavy. That was like fucking extreme.
Yeah,
it doesn't get much more extreme.
No, it doesn't.
But
and what really fucked me up is I went home, obviously, immediately. You know, me and my wife went, and I got to shout her out again because she's a fucking rock, dude. She like really fucking, she's held me together through some tough times. Love that woman. Anyway.
Shout out her.
Hell yeah, man. She's amazing. But what really fucked me up is I went home and I went to the spot.
Yeah.
And his blood stain was still on the ground.
Oh.
And it fucked me up. Like I touched it and
you just want to take it.
Exactly. I did. And you know, and it sounds kind of weird and whatever, but like that was that. You know, a piece of him, and I wish I don't know. I don't know what I wish. You know, I mean, I wish he was still here, but you know, whatever. But anyways, yeah, that fucked me up too, like really bad. Like that was fucking icing on the shit cake. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was even surreal to see him laying there because it was an open coffin, and it was just fucking. It was weird. You know what I mean? Like I touched him, he was cold. Like I was expecting him to like kind of jump up and there was going to be a joke or something, you know what I mean? Because honestly, he would play a fucking joke like that just to be a dickhead, you know.
Got
what I
you
mean?
home,
but it wasn't a joke, and it was serious,
right.
And it was fucked up, and like, and yeah, man, a lot of bad shit. But anyway, moving on.
Rip Taz.
Yeah, Rip Taz, man.
He's always good. He's always a fucking
dude,
good.
super awesome guy.
I'm so glad I got that canvas, man.
Dude.
And that was because he's like, how much for the t-shirt? I'm like, take the fucking t-shirt, man. He's like, no, how much? And I'm like, dude, just take the fucking t-shirt. And he's like, all right. He's like, I'm about to go to the spot. I'll be back. And I was like, all right. And then he left the show and he came back and he's like, yo, this is for you. I said, how you gonna give it to me? You don't even sign it. And he's like, yo, okay. So I was glad that was like, out of all the t-shirts I've ever fucking said, I was glad that I did that.
Yeah.
And then and I have that. So that's cool.
He was a super Devastator fan, man. He really was.
He was. And just, dude, he was just a fucking good guy.
Dude, he was solid dude. And I feel like I can't even say that I'm biased on this because he was just a good dude. You know what I mean? Like if he wasn't my brother, I would still say he's just a fucking solid dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he had some issues, but don't we all?
Dude, when I was going through the shit with fucking the people that she was fucking with and all that shit, I was over at the compound that day, just fucking, my life was falling apart. He's like, all right, this is what we do. He's like, we're going to go in there, we're going to find out who's selling that shit. He's like, we're going to heat up a spoon and fucking touch it on their face. He's like, and then we just keep doing it. And then I was like...
Like some fucking Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. So that right there, he was fucking like feeding you. I put your nutsack on the dresser. But he was like, let's get in the car.
Yeah,
we'll go right now. And I was like, nah. I was like,
he's a fucking man of action,
dude. He was like ready. So yeah. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, I got a good story about this dude. Yo, okay, so when we were younger, all right. So I used to box when I was a kid. Okay, but he was like into the martial arts shit.
Yeah,
kung fu. He was all into it. Like, he was pretty dope. But he also weighed like a fucking 100 pounds. So, me and him was in the living room. I forgot what the fuck happened. Oh. Yeah. Jesus Christ. My bad, Taz. My bad. But, we put this motherfucker in the dryer, bro. And turned the shit on.
It turned it on?
Turned it on, bro.
Oh my God, I'm getting claustrophobic.
We did let him out, obviously, but he was fucking pissed, bro. Rightfully so. Rightfully so, bro. Pissed. He was fucking pissed. So he got out that bitch, fucking steaming, literally, and mad. Steaming mad.
You had him on it. It wasn't the delicate cycle.
It's fucked up. Thinking back to it, it's fucked up. But it was funny at the time.
It was.
It's kind of funny now.
For some of us, it was funny.
Yeah, for some of us, yeah. Later on in life, he did laugh about it, but he was like, that was actually fucked up though. And I'm like, nah, I'm not bad, dude. Anyway, so he got out of the fucking dryer and he was pissed. This motherfucker tried to do like a double flying dragon kick like in the air, bro, like running at me and like did the like this with both feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Bro, I just put my fucking hand out and stopped his ass. Fucking mid-air. Boom! Hits the ground. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, my... Bro, that shit was so
I can imagine it too. Nope.
Funny, dude.
Nope. Nope.
It was so funny. He was so mad. Oh, my God. I feel so bad about it now, but it was hilarious. Oh, God.
See, those are the things that, you're fucking... you're glad happened.
Yeah.
That's cool shit.
Yeah, we used to go to the Polish festival all the time in my town.
Really? Is that a big turnout kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a old Irish Polish town back in Mass, and it was huge though. I mean, it was giant Polish festival. Okay, sauerkraut,
that kielbasa was fucking...
kielbasa, everything, bro. And this dude used to get so gassy.
Really?
After the Polish fest, dude.
After the Polish fest,
fucking farting, tooting. Dude,
after the Polish fest,
bad, man. He would stink up the whole house, man. Oh my God.
I'll have to remember that next time I go to the Polish fest. I'll be like, we'll stay away from the crowd.
That was bad, man. And I'm not gonna say I'm any better because if you ask my wife, well, okay, so my whole family's Russian. I guess Russian's bad nowadays. You can't say that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forget
nowadays.
about that sometimes. That like is a thing.
That's a whole nother thing. We shouldn't even get on that topic. Holy fuck,
dude.
But
who the fuck knows? The world is crazy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Everything's crazy. But anyways, so I eat some shit, and my wife ain't about it, and I ain't the smell goodiest person at sometimes.
Dude, since I do the fucking no carb shit,
Mm-hmm.
that just doesn't happen no more.
Really?
It's crazy.
Oh, shit.
It's fucking wild. And then once I go off it, it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
I upset everybody.
All
the
then,
time.
Another thing about me is, bro, I have fucking bad feet. Like my feet are good, but like my feet smell bad.
They smell like Fritos? Or no? Mine smell like Fritos.
Yeah, like
Isn't that
garbage Fritos that have been freaking. When you can smell your own feet, you know it's bad.
Mine fucking smell like Fritos. Like a little. It's
Not
gross. Because then you'd be like, oh, fucking. I used to like Fritos.
Yeah, not me. my feet don't smell like Fritos. Rotted Fritos.
I'm smelling them right now, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she does this thing where she tells me her feet smell like miracles.
Huh.
Okay. They don't. But long story short, they don't. But
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
She goes, she always does this. Oh, smell my feet. They smell like miracles. I'm like, no, I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it again. I fell for it last time. I'm not doing it. And she's like, no, I'm serious. They smell like miracles. I'm serious. I'm like, fine. This is the last time. And every time's the last time.
Every time.
Every time's the last time. This is the last time I'm falling for this. And if they don't smell like miracles, that's it.
Have they ever?
Never. No, never.
Never
Smell like miracles. Yeah. So what the hell? And I freaking like sit on her and so, it's funny.
She's motivated. It's very consistent.
Yeah.
No. Really?
Really. This time they smell like miracles.
They do. Maybe that's what miracles is.
Maybe.
And maybe she's not wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, okay, I got one more stuff. We got way off of the graffiti topic, but...
Oh, yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah. Anyway, we got some really heavy hitters around here. Shout out to the big dogs, man. Like, all FUA dudes are fucking killer. And actually, I really appreciate some of them dudes because they've put me on to some really dope shit. Actually, Snow put me onto a fucking wall that was super killer.
Really?
Over at that activity center over off of Clinton there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bro, that place is dope. Shout out to that dude too because he's got some good shit going on there.
I seen he was just running around just recently, like in the last couple days.
Yeah. And of course there's freaking ST. Tizzle.
He's the fucking GOAT, man.
Side.
I fucking love him.
Late Zap.
There's a lot of motherfuckers in the streets.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Well, anyway, all right. I got to tell you this story. We're getting. How long are we right now?
154.
154. We should probably. I don't know what we should keep it at. But.
Tell a story and then
All right.
roll out if you gotta roll out.
No, I don't gotta roll out. It is getting cold, but I also gotta take a piss like a freaking racehorse.
My toilet's broke too. He's got to flush it with a fucking screwdriver.
It is actually. He showed it to me. He's like, yo, he's got the screwdriver in his hand.
It's got a mechanism and shit.
You got to turn this thing, and it's got powers the thing, and I'm like, oh my god. All right. Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I didn't have time to buy a new toilet and install it before you got here.
Hey, shit, man. Hey, if it works, it works. If I gotta flush it with a screwdriver,
we'll go upstairs.
Hey.
If you don't want to use a screwdriver, the upstairs one is perfect.
Hey, I'll pee outside. I don't gotta.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Where
the fuck? Yeah. We're in Batavia.
Yeah. Plus,
we could piss
plus
outside.
Guys. That's one of the best part of being guys.
That's one of them.
Dude, my wife is always telling me, "Oh, it must be so nice to be a guy. What do guys got to?" I'm like, "Fuck, dude. Actually, it's kind of nice to be a guy."
I seen this meme the other day that said, "Fucking, I know that getting kicked in the balls is worse than having children." And it's like, "Oh yeah, why?" It's like, cause you every couple of years you say, "I want to have another kid," and you ain't never heard me say, "I want to get kicked in the balls again." And I was like, that's fucking true. But yeah, go piss. You piss.
All right, you tell a story.
All right, I'm gonna tell a story. So I don't. I'm gonna tell a story. So I messaged a dude one time on Instagram who I was seeing up all over the fucking place. He was up killing it in the city, and I was like, "Yo," I said, we should meet one time. Do you do this or do that? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, this is me on some fanboy shit. And then one day he was like, all right, we can meet up at Tim Hortons. And then I met Taro at Tim Hortons, and I gave him some stickers. But I always thought that was cool because he definitely was taking a risk of meeting some rando such as myself. and that's how I met this guy in person. So
and then history.
And then the rest was a fucking rap.
All right, so this story. I have a bunch of fight stories from when I was a kid and shit.
Motherfuckers be fighting when we're kids.
Right. But this one was cool and it involves Taz. And while we were talking about him, it just came to my mind. Did I tell the story about the movie theater?
No.
No, I never told you that story?
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Did you end up getting booked? In that one?
No. We got away.
But there was something like that? Like where it might have been a booking if you would have got booked?
Bro,
I think you did, but you didn't tell them because when you guys came up and see me outside of that vet's office and we just sat outside after I was done and we were sitting on the bench, fucking, I was chain smoking Black and Milds. I think that's when you told me that stuff. Yeah. Over off of Park.
Yeah, that was actually.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think Jimmy was there, Jimmy the Ghost, and he was just like fucking. He just had to be fucking. He probably wanted to go home. I'm sitting there. I got 4 more Black and White, motherfucker. We just sitting here. Anyway.
So, in my hometown, we used to live in a bad neighborhood, and there was a movie theater in this neighborhood. Okay.
Theater.
Yeah. And all the little hoods used to go there.
Can I ask, was it like did it have stadium seating or was it flat seating?
No, it was stadium.
Yeah, stadium seating. Okay. Every time you tell stories, I be trying to build the shit.
Hell yeah. So we go, and it was like me and like 6 of my boys. Taz was there. My boy PJ, Carlos, Sean.
Anytime it's that many motherfuckers, it's gonna be a problem.
I think my boy Zach was there, my only like Russian friend growing up.
He's got the most white American name.
Yes,
I'm just kidding.
His last name is pretty legit. I'm not gonna say his last name,
but it's official.
It's an official fucking Russian last name.
I'm just busting
and
balls.
His dad used to talk Russian to me all the time. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Russian's a beautiful language. Is it called Russian?
Yeah.
Is that like because you don't know some?
Well, there's like a bunch of different dialects of it and
right.
shit. You know, and but basically, it's I mean, the term for it is Slavic.
Slavic.
Because there's a bunch of like Lithuania and like Polish and like that's all basically the same language. Not really, but it is. You know what I mean? And
Motherfuckers
it's all,
probably have died over saying that.
I know.
All right. Anyway, okay.
Ukrainian and Russian is kind of the same deal too, but
don't ever say that.
I know.
Ukraine is not weak. I take your ball and smash. That was a good episode of Seinfeld. Anyway,
but yeah, so Slavic. But anyway, so we all went to this movie theater. All right. Now I was wearing a pink polo.
Oh, was that? This is the Cameron days.
You know what I'm saying? It was, dude. It was the Cameron days, bro. All right. You know, so we was walking out of the movie theater, and I didn't hear it, but we was walking out of the movie theater, and Taz came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you gonna let that dude talk to you like that?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Yo, that dude called you a bitch," and I was like, "What?" Like literally, was just walking by. I've never seen this dude from fucking Adam. So I go back in. And he's got a girl on either side of him. All right. And this dude is probably my age, about my age.
And we're teens-ish?
Yeah, teens, yep. Probably 16, 15. And so I walk up to him. I'm like, yo, you just call me bitch? He's like, yeah, wearing a pink. Yeah, like, you're a bitch. And I'm like, oh, word? So, bang!
You snuffed him?
Boom! He's down. Right now he's not out, but he's dazed, and he gets back up and he tries to throw a punch and I dodge it. Boom! Now he's down. He's out now.
He's done.
And I look at the girls like, "What's up, ladies?" And they're laughing.
You just knocked this fucking vicious assault.
Knocked him.
They're giggling.
He's done, and he had braces on, so his mouth was bleeding and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that probably fucked his gums up and shit, or his lips and whatever. And so out of nowhere, fucking security comes, bang, tackles me. Yo, it was on, bro. Yo, my boys. Yo, first of all, my boy PJ. Yo, he was a beast, bro. Like when we were kids, he was brawling. Like he was just jacked, and he didn't work out either.
He was just a big dude.
He was just jacked. His genes were awesome, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Some people are just naturally fucking robust human beings.
Yeah.
Not me. I missed that one.
So he fucking, and now PJ grabs the fucking security guard, yokes him, throws him off, and now PJ's like on top of the security guard, and another security guard comes and, he's on, and now it's a fucking brawl. Like there's like 10 security guards, and my boys and the security guards was all fighting. Fucking, that's the alarm for that story. So then, like, Taz is like, a dude's got like Taz up off the ground.
Because he's 100 pounds.
He's 100 pounds. So I go over there and I fucking tackle him, and like Zach throwing punches at these security guards. At that exact moment, my mom pulls up in the fucking caravan, bro. The Dodge Caravan. The old box joint.
The old boy.
The old joint, bro. The toaster oven before the XB came out.
Damn, the car A van.
Yo. And somebody, I don't remember, I think it was Sean, was like, yo, your mom's here. I'm like, fuck, let's go, boys. Yo, we all just dip out at the same time. Fucking boom, doors fly open. We jump in the van, right? I'm like the last one in. My mom's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, Mom, go. She fucking peels out, bro. She's like, what the fuck is going on? You fucking assholes. With that like Massachusetts accent shit going on. You fucking dicks. And I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? I was like, yo, what? I don't know. And no, she's fucking cruising, right? The door's not even closed.
The slider's still open?
The slider's still open, bro. I'm like falling out of the bitch. We finally get the thing.
Damn.
Yo, shout out to my mom's, because she's always been a G too. She held us down.
She pulled up and said,
yo. She always helps.
You always need a good getaway driver.
She's the one, bro.
Can't put a price on a good getaway driver,
She's the
man.
one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time.
As soon as you started naming multiple names, I was like,
yeah.
Here we go. I got in a fight at fucking Grease Ridge Mall. I got banned.
Really?
Yeah, that shit was whack. Me, Paulie, J Dubs. Paulie, fucking sick Paulie, unfortunately now. But he fucked me on this one. I think I was like 13. We were real little. And if I told you the ungodly amount of time we spent at that fucking place, you'd be like, I tell her, like, dude, we'd go in there for 12 hours, 14 hours. That's we didn't have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And then I figured out a way to skip movies. They had an adjoining hallway and the handicap exits. So if you could pay one person to get in a movie, we go let all the other people in. We go in that movie and then just run around the back all day. So I've seen all kinds of movies, like of little bits and pieces halfway in shit. Yeah. Anyway, so Paulie, he was always the biggest of all of us. Him and Twan were like about the same size, but he looked bigger. And he's like, go over, same kind of thing. He goes, tell that dude he's a bitch, and I'll fucking handle it. And I was like, all right. And there was 2 of them, and there was 4 of us. And I said, yo, you see the dude over there? He's in a blue button-up shirt. I said, he said, you're a bitch. And he's like, oh, for real? And I'm like, yep. And he's like, all right. Then the 2 guys went their own way. We went our own way or whatever. We've just thought nothing of it. Ha, fucking Herb. Yeah. Dude, next thing you know, they're calling us outside from the front where the carousel part is. Yeah. Like over in front of TGI Fridays. Them motherfuckers multiplied exponentially.
Oh, shit.
Son, we walked outside. There's about 12 dudes. Oh. So we're outnumbered and shit. I remember I reached in the ashtray and I grabbed a handful of the little rocks in the ashtray.
Yeah.
Like that, whatever the fucking...
gravel.
Yeah.
And litter shit.
And it was all snowy and shit. And I was like, well, I'm just going to throw it. If it just goes down, I'm going to throw it at somebody and we're just going to get our ass beat out here in front of TGI Fridays for all these motherfuckers. And the guy's like, yo, I was in there working. I had to clock out. Now I'm out here. And we're like, all right, man, we don't fucking problems, and they keep coming back to me. And I just probably just had a mean, like, fucking...
Got a me mug.
I was like fucking ready, and I didn't do that. I mean, I did, but he fucking told me to do it, so I did it. So we start walking away. All right, it's deaded. All right. I look back. The one little motherfucker's walking up. The one who I told was a bitch. He's walking up, and I said, Paulie, yo, I was like, get behind me. I was like, this dude is coming for me. And we're walking down towards, we're walking westbound. The whole spot is like still the same. In the extended parking lot, there's like a little median and shit with like little parking poles and a little tree. And I'm like, yo, get behind me. And he's like, he ain't gonna do nothing. And I can still hear him like till this day. He ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm like, yo, he's looking at me. There's 4 of us walking. This motherfucker is looking at me. He ain't gonna do nothing. And I said, yo, what? Fucking dude, this dude tackles me from behind, right? Like full on football tackles. The worst part about that was my fucking face hit right into the fucking like a parking sign. Either no parking or handicap. Bam! Faced me. I'm like, oh shit. I get my bearings. The other dude that was there, he ran up, he kicked me square in the face. Fucking Dubs, and we had to watch this all on video and everything. They were like rewinding. It was crazy. Dubs knocks this dude off. Another guy comes up, and I don't know what he tried to do. Jay punches him in the face, and he goes, yo, I was just trying to break it up. So he's out of it. Dubs is choking this dude up against a car. I don't know how it happened. I'm fighting this guy. I end up getting him in a headlock, like an official headlock. And I was like, well, I'm going to kill him right now. Yeah. So I'm squeezing him. And I could feel him like he's fucked at this point.
Yeah.
He's fucked. Whether he was a good fighter or whatever, I just got that on him. Yeah. He was done. He's going like this, and I could feel all the spit on my hands and shit. And the dude who Jay punched in the face came up, and he's like, let my boy go. Let him go. He's turning purple. Let him go. And I just went, and I'm cold. Now I'm like cold, snowy and shit. And then Jay came up and he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, it's okay. You can let him go. And I went like this and the dude went, damn. And he backed up. And then that was it. And we all stood up, started walking away. Next thing you know, I don't know who the fuck. I think I was just freezing. Yeah. And I said, let's go back in. And it was Kaufman's at the time. We went into Kaufman's. Security grabbed us all up.
Damn.
So then they were like, you did it. You started it. And I'm like, I ain't fucking start nothing. I go, whatever. I mean, it was clear I was just in a fight. And so they bring us back to the security thing and they're watching it. And I don't know how the fuck Jay's mom got all 3 of them I couldn't go with him.
What?
Yeah. So then my dad ends up coming, and they're like, "You want to see it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to see it." and he like played it, and he goes, "Oh!" And he's watching. He goes, "Oh, whoa!" Dude, it was like, it looked fucking cool from their thing. They must have just been sitting there watching the whole shit. It was fucking crazy, man. I ended up getting banned out of there for 6 months. Stupid, he's like, but they got banned for a year. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Yeah, right. I probably could have came back the next day. But anytime I hear there's multiple people involved, it was bad. It was fucking bad. But Paulie fucking fucked me. He started, and then the whole time you hear I was telling fucking Dubs, Jack, dude. My dad will still tell the story to this day because he watched it on video. Dubs hit the dude that fucking kicked me in the face. He hit him so hard he went from the bottom fucking right hand corner of the video screen all the way up off of the screen.
Oh my gosh,
dude, he was an animal back then. Damn. Still is an animal, but it was like he fucking, and then he was like shrooming this dude. He had his head fully pointed down at the top of his head. He was like motherfucker. He was out of, and Paulie just stood there and watched this fucking melee, outnumbered melee, motherfucker. He said, "Yo, I swear I was ready." I'm like, why are you?
It was happening.
There was mad people there too. We were still outnumbered. Everyone else didn't just vanish. All them dudes, they were all watching us. You should just snuff somebody. What the fuck? Can't get us together anywhere.
Damn hooligans.
And then, and this is stupid, but it just stopped like a year and a half ago. I don't know what happened at some point, but I fucking broke my nail in the scuffle. Yeah. But it broke from the top.
Like in the cuticle?
Yeah, down. So it took like a week for it to break fully off. And then for 20 years after that, I would have a brown spot that would consistently grow. And then it would grow up and out, and then a new one would come. It was like this brown spot. And then just like the last year, it stopped.
Nice. That's good.
Anyway, yeah, but it was just weird. I would always think about it. It was like this little brown dot, and it was always in the same spot, like lined up right here. Super weird.
I'll tell a story about me losing a fight. Well, I don't know if I lost it, but
I always feel like I lost that one. Because I don't even know if I got any hits in, but I was trying to kill him. Anyway.
There's a couple that come to mind of me. I've been in a bunch of fights because I thought I was a badass because I boxed. So I just was, but I was not. Won a couple, lost a lot. Anyway, so this one time, this kid, it all came about because his buddy robbed me for some weed.
Oh, can't be robbing.
No, and I tried to stab him, but he was too fast. I chased him.
Luckily.
Yeah.
You never know.
Luckily, right. And then my boy came.
Coming from me.
then my boy came with the shotty, and he was gonna blast him, but we couldn't find him. He was hidden in some bushes. Luckily,
even worse.
Right. Anyway, he got away, and then we started casing his house.
Oh, it was fucking beef.
It was beef, and then his cousin seen us, and so he came up and was trying to fight with me. But I literally told him, I was like, yo, I'll give you, because we were like squared up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, man, before we get started, I'm going to give you one last chance. We talk this out like man, or, we can get it on. He's like, what the hell are you doing at my house? Blah, blah, blah. Well, so we didn't fight. But then his brother was with the dude that robbed me. And we seen him at this festival. And so I went up to him. And I was going to fight him, but there was a shit ton of people around. So I had my knife in my hand, but it wasn't extended. It was just like something to have in my hand so I can punch with.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he told his other boy that I pulled a knife out, but I didn't. And so that dude, we ended up seeing at Walmart. And I was with one of my boys, and he was with that dude. And so I just got done with a full ass day of work in the summertime. I've always worked outside. So I'm like, I'm just got done with a freaking, working outside in the sun. I'm beat. So he wanted to scrap. And I was like, dude, I ain't got time for this shit. And my boy was like, yo, I got time. He's like, yo, I'm down. Let's go. And he was like, nah, I don't want to fight you. I want to fight him. And he's like, well, he don't want to fight you. I want to fight you. He's like, let's go right now. And the dude was like, fine, I'll fight you. he's like, well, the dude was like, we ain't fighting at Walmart. Let's go find a spot, blah, blah. So we like drove down this back road near a jail. Of all places.
Walmarts tend to be like by jails. It's weird.
It is weird. Just so everybody knows, nobody got in trouble for this. No cops or anything. But the COs were outside.
Oh, really?
And they seen it. And long story short, that dude, my buddy, didn't end up fighting. I ended up fighting.
Wait, was this here or was this home?
No, this is here.
Oh, so that's the same place I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of back in fucking Mass.
No, not
Oh, yeah, there is a right there,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking
He
about.
probably went over the train tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, yeah.
I know exactly.
So the COs seen it, and we was like right about to start, and I was like, yo, stop, cops. And he stopped, and like he turned around, and the COs was like, nah, you're good, keep going. Yo, they was about it, bro. They wanted to watch. It was kind of funny. So anyway, we were scrapping, and so he didn't know how to punch. I don't think he like knew stand-up game.
Yeah.
But I think he had practiced. I think he was a wrestler, maybe in school or whatever. So he was trying to get me on the ground, but I wasn't having it. And so I got a couple good licks in, and he started leaking a little bit. And so when he tried to go tackle me, I ended up getting him in a headlock.
That's a wrap.
And that was a wrap, right? Well, he was like still trying to like push against me, and we got up against my buddy's car. He had a freaking nice car at the time. I was like, I don't want to say the car just so, I can't even be linked to him. But anyway, my buddy was like, yo, get the fuck off my car, blah, blah, blah. So he broke us up, and, he backed up, and because he was almost out too. I was tight, bro. Like I was as tight as I could be. And so he backed us up, and so he went to go come at me again, and I caught him good, and it dazed him. And so he was like, he didn't like fall on the ground, but he just kind of like, stumbled over.
Yeah.
And I like to consider myself a fair fighter. I don't like to kick when people are down. I don't like that shit. So I actually helped him up.
Come on.
To continue to fight. All right, get up, boy. And so we continued fighting. And the dude, to this day, I still don't know how the fuck this happened. But he was like trying to grapple with me, and somehow he got on my back. And I'm fucking wearing him like a backpack. Okay. He's got his legs in between my legs.
You're hooked.
Yeah, he's got his legs hooked around my legs, and he's trying to get a rear naked choke on me. And I'm stronger than him. So I have his arms outstretched like this, and I'm not letting him get the choke. And I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, and at this point, it wasn't even thinking in my head to like drop back or whatever, you know what I mean? I wasn't thinking that way.
It doesn't work like that.
You're in a fucking, and also again, I'm a boxer, so I don't really have any grapple experience really. At the time,
you just
I do
punch
now.
him in his shit.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to be a stand-up fight. Since I have practiced grappling because I learned
because you learned that motherfuckers don't
learned my lesson, and so I decided I needed to strike this dude to get him off of me. So I started elbowing him, but in the meantime,
you okay?
Yeah. In the meantime, I let go of one of his arms. That was my mistake. Yep, he got me. He got me in the rear naked, and I was trying my fucking hardest. Because once they get you in the rear naked, it's really hard to get out of it. I mean, I'm trying my hardest to get my hand in there.
Just to create.
And even, he's not that strong, but once they're locked in,
it's a wrap. It really is.
It's a wrap. It's hard. So I'm trying, and finally I can feel myself get down to one knee, and I'm like, well, I lost this one. And my boy was like, all right, that's enough. And he like goes to push him. And then the other dude jumps in because he thought my boy was going to jump on this dude.
Yeah.
So he pushes me. I fall down on the ground and scrape my face on the thing. Not because of him, but because my boy pushed him. So good looks, buddy. But then after he realized that my boy wasn't going to jump on him, he punched me in the back. What a dick. Like in the backpack.
Like in the back.
Yeah,
Who
like,
the fuck
bro,
does that?
What the fuck? And then that was it. And I consider that a loss. Because if my boy didn't stop him, I was out.
Right.
Hands down. You know what I mean? But so that sucked.
It just be like that.
Man,
Sometimes you fucking... When I fought that dude the second time, the one I fought at the corner store, I ended up fighting him in his driveway. And he had one of those little bats, the novelty bats. And I kept saying, put the bat down, and I'll fucking... And really, the more I think about it as I'm older, the fuck was that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What you gonna do with that?
Right.
But he tossed it, and I started punching him. And he fucking totally overpowered. He was a bigger dude than me all the way around, and just more powerful. And it was no one else jumped in. It was all fucking, even though he was outnumbered. They held back. Dude, he pushed me so hard. I fucking slammed my head into his air conditioning unit that was in the first floor window.
Damn.
It fucking ring my bell. He hit me so hard it pushed it inside the house.
Damn.
Yo, and then it was such momentum that he fucking came down on top of me. Now I'm in the corner of the shit. And then it was like right after that it was over. He might have punched me one time in the face, and I always felt like that was an L because, dude, I might have got some little bullshit things, but he definitely got the comeuppance from the shit at the corner store.
Yeah.
Because that shit hurt for days.
Yeah. It's just never fun.
And I didn't know that it went in the house. And everywhere, you know, when you leave with your boys, they're all, yo, fuck you, you know. And they say, yo, you know the air conditioner went in the house? And I was like, I believe you. I fucking believe you. My shit hurt. And it didn't cut me, but it had like, you know, when you get like a brush burn almost, something drags down your skin. It was like that all the way up the back of my fucking head. Yeah. Oh, this guy. Oh, Jesus.
I think we can call it.
All right. Hey, everybody. Love you.
Love you guys.
And I'm in trouble with the neighbor.
All right. Peace.